What'd you say about my mama?
Are you feeling mad? Are you?
I want a real puppy.
You gotta get a real puppy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Papa Pooperton. Well, you can call me Mr. Poop.
Are you?
I'm sorry. I got a little twitch. I'm getting once in a while, you know. My face might
Yeah, you're.
a little bit. It'll come back. Don't worry, God. You know, it's a touch of little diabetes.
I can't hear you.
I drink too much sugar.
You can't do
It's supposed to be. And then, hey, somebody get my shot! Somebody get my shot! I'm gonna pass out.
Are you feeling kind of sad too?
Ed, did you watch his face get loose when he said I'm gonna pass out? I was like,
it was great.
Are you feeling kind of sad too?
No.
Are you feeling mad?
For the last time, no.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded here, guys, and
You need to put that tube down. Trust your sound guy, please.
hello.
Please trust your sound guy.
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Pappy Pooperton.
What's your name?
Pappy Pooperton.
Poppy Pooperton?
Pappy Pooperton.
Pappy.
Pappy.
Pappy Schmear?
Pappy.
Pappy?
Pappy.
Poop Schmear.
Pappy.
Pappy Poop Schmear.
Pappy. Poopington.
Poop Schmear?
Pappy.
Poopy Toon.
Pappy.
Poopy Ton.
Poopington.
Poop a ton.
Fuck you.
You poop.
But you can call me Mr. Poop.
Are you feeling kind of sad too? Feeling mad? Feeling kind of sad too? Or yeah, you're. Are you feeling sad? Or mad? Are you feeling? Yeah, you're. Are you feeling? Or mad? Feeling kind of sad too? Sad?
On the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they slay. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises all the time. Don't cross the line that you know is mine. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's go.
Are you feeling mad?
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with?
Are you feeling?
I'm trying to learn the words and you fucking with it.
Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's roll.
feeling kind of sad too? You're. Yeah.
No.
Are you feeling?
You are.
No.
Are you feeling kind of sad
No.
too?
N.
Yeah, you're. Are you feeling
Excuse
mad?
me.
No.
This is Poppy Poopington's alter ego, Mr. Shit, and I'm here to find out what the fuck has been going on.
Hello, Poppy.
No,
Poopy.
I'm Mr. Shit.
Mr. Shit.
Mr. Poop isn't
It's-
here right now.
It's honored to have you on the show, Mr. Shit. Where are you from? You from
Likewise.
Asbury?
Yes, I'm from Asbury Park.
Asbury Park.
Asbury. Don't get that mistaken with Asbury. It's Asbury. Asbury.
It kind of smells in here funny.
I mean, excuse me.
Well, I'm glad to have you on the show. Maybe you'll read the news for us later or something. I don't know. We have a job for you.
No,
We have to find something for you to do,
I
Mister.
don't want it. I just hang around and talk shit. All shit all day, all the time. I pop in when I want to. Just know I'm here. And I'm on your ass.
And you're on your ass.
When you say something wrong, I'm gonna pop in. I'm on your
I'm
ass.
on your ass.
Just call me Mr. Shit, because I'll be on your ass.
Wow. So
Just kidding. Just kidding. You know, I might have to go outside a few times to take smoke break, but I'll be back to, entertain everybody.
Feeling mad?
No! I mean, my face says something else, but I'm still here.
You're.
Hi.
Yeah, I like when you do that facial expression.
With this one?
When you go from mad to happy.
Hi.
That one.
No.
No.
I don't want to play anymore. Get away from me.
Mm.
Hi. I want to come to your house. I want to sweet talk your lady, and then I take her from you.
Wow. Wow.
Because I'm on your ass.
You're on your ass.
Just kidding.
I'm on your ass.
Just kidding.
I'm going to smoke a blunt in your honor, Mr. Shit, Mr. Poop,
Hey,
Mr. Poopington.
you know what? You know what I have found in my many years of being, the shit?
You are the shit.
I find that when you're smoking the marijuana, I move through the system a lot easier. It's no friction. It's no stoppage. I don't have to slow down. I get where I'm going really quickly.
Let's find out together.
No. I found out by myself. That's a private moment, okay?
No.
Hell no.
You like to poop by yourself, Mr. Poop?
Done that, buddy?
Well, there's a thing called Blumpkin. You ever heard of a Blumpkin?
I don't want it.
Okay.
I know what a bumpkin is. I don't want it. It just sounds very nasty to the. Yeah, just when you get a blowjob on the toilet. I don't want it.
Who would want that?
People.
Who?
Somebody.
No.
You know what? Let's be real about the situation. Somebody took the town out to name it,
That's not even a good name.
which means somebody liked doing it.
It's a stupid name.
I could agree with that, but guys, I'm gonna need a moment. I think I'm having a stroke. My mouth won't work anymore. Maybe it was the drinks. Blame it on the juice, blame it on the liquor, blame it on you, 'cause I got bigger. I don't even know the song. I'm just playing. I can only hear it when I'm inside. Get it? Mr. Poop. Oh, stop it. You're giving me flashbacks. All the sounds. I remember that day.
Mr. Poop, you really ruined the vibe in here right now. You're stinking up the room. Do that in private.
No. I told you. I do what I want. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And if I want to take poopy on your show, you say nothing.
No.
Yes. Yes. I got the turtle head, Pokey. I have a turtle head, Pokey.
Gross. Are you done? You done?
No.
Really?
It was a fart. I thought it was a fart. It was more like a shot. It's just a... Oh, see? It was wet.
Oh,
That one was very wet.
that was wet.
That was wet.
That was really bad.
I know.
Mr.
I know.
Mr. Poop,
I know.
are you done now?
It was the tacos. I got it from a real Mexican spot.
No,
Tacos.
wait. I notice your
I-
voice changes depending on the food that you eat.
Yes. I meant to tell everybody about that. You know, my inflections go up and down, and you know my speech inflections, they change depending on what I ate this week. You know. I had a few things this week. It was my birthday. And a lot of people took me out to a lot of places. And I ate a lot of food. It was so good. I like it. Especially the tacos. Just now when I had to come back out, it was a little friction there. The spicy. You know, I got a little hot in a few places.
That
but
was-
you know, I made it out.
That was bad.
I made it out.
So that was all your Mexican food. Any more food in there? Do you have any Chinese food today also?
I made it out.
How about the Chinese food you ate before? Is that coming out?
And it would be very wrong for me to talk about the amount of Chinese food I had this week.
Pork fried ice.
No, it was the General Tso chicken. You know, I like the General Tso chicken. It goes very good with the pork fried rice. Oh, that's the cheese. That's what the cheese. Oh, that's the pizza. No.
Oh, pizza. That was pizza.
Oh,
It smells like pizza in here now.
only pizza would make me come out that watery. I'm lactose intolerant. Get it? It don't have toes. Oh!
Lactose intolerant. You just made a joke.
Mhm.
That's terrible. That's not even funny.
It's hilarious. Very dark. You have to be on the inside of that one, buddy.
It's fucking funny. Now imagine the microphone they used to make these sounds. They put a toilet mic.
Of course.
Now you can never use that mic again.
Yes, they could.
You can never use that mic
Yes, they
again.
could put another toilet.
In the toilet.
It's good for another toilet.
It's gonna go bad after a while.
Maybe not. Put something around it, poke a few holes in it, you're good to go.
Oh,
Or you could just put a boom mic over it. He's trying to do it.
there's splatter marks on that microphone.
Possibly.
No, dude.
I know I've
listen
been
to
on that
this.
microphone once or twice. Ooh, that was a wet one.
There's-
That was a wet one.
There's splatter marks on that one.
Just splatter marks on your toilet, buddy. What the hell you have for lunch? Nya.
What else did you have for lunch there, Mr. Poop?
Let's see. I had a few desserts if you want to go there. I like desserts. That was my onset diabetes. Can't put down the sweets.
No.
Just say no.
To what?
Sweets. Sugar.
No, I need that. I need it. Gotta get it. If I don't get it, I don't come out. I need to come out every once in a while. You know, gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I gotta do it.
You got to do what you got to do.
I gotta do what I gotta do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yither.
We're gonna have a really good bit after this, I think.
I had a few southern foods there. You know, the barbecue.
Oh yeah, Southern food.
Oh, made a whole brisket.
Oh,
Unfortunately, guys, you're gonna have to wait for that whole brisket to come out, cause you know the cow stuff take a little while to get out of here. Just a little while. It comes out eventually. Not all of it, but most. You know.
microphone's ruined. Jeez. If you're tuning in to listen to some informational stuff about cannabis,
No.
uh,
I
The
think
last
you got
time-
here too early. You need about 10 to 15 more
a
minutes.
little early.
Yeah. This ain't that show
This
yet.
ain't that show.
Sorry. Mr. Shit has taken over. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you feeling kind of sad?
No.
Are you feeling kind of stoned?
Yes. Where's the blunt?
Yes. Can we roll a blunt?
Hey, I thought you had one.
You don't like it.
I want to try again.
All right. Can you send me an Uber, please? Please send me an Uber.
I can't. I have no arms.
Hold on.
I have no arms.
Someone's joining us here.
I can't. I have to talk. I have to talk with the top of my head now because I don't know what's happening. Guys, I don't know.
Oh no, Mr. Poop. He just died. Is this Mr. Duff, the rabble rouser himself?
Can someone flush the toilet? We don't want him to come back.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Hold on. Try again. How about now? I don't hear you yet. Hold on.
Jeez.
Hold on. I've been working on the audio here. I don't hear you. Here it comes. Oh, it's not lit. Don't worry. Mr. Duff, I think you're muted. I believe. Checking. I don't hear you. Mr. Duff. No, I don't hear you. I don't hear you yet. I hope it's not me. Hold on, let me check, make sure it's not me. Could be me. All right, you're unmuted here. Shit. Hold on, can I hear stuff here? Yeah, my audio's working. You're muted, Pat. For whatever reason. You're not muted here, but your audio is not working. Are you plugged into your car? Your car might be accepting your audio. Your car is probably taking your audio from you. If you're in your vehicle. Because the way these smart vehicles are, they just they take your audio from you. And they do what they think is right. The AI in your car does what they think that what we should be doing. It's not what you want. It's what the AI wants now. Freedom is gone. The AI just took away Pat Duff. Look at that. He's gone.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
They're after him. He's got the FBI and the CIA and the everyone trying to stop him from speaking about the government.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a rabble rouser, all right. I started reading his book. It's pretty amazing. All right, Mr. Duff.
Yo,
Yeah, there you are. Hey, buddy.
how you doing?
I'm in a lot of pain, man, but I'm setting the bar low today, so I'm doing good then. Otherwise,
Good.
yeah.
I'm
How are
just I'm driving to Philadelphia right now, so I'm just gonna make sure I dial in and say hello.
Awesome.
It's great to have you.
It's great to It's great to be here. It's great to be alive. Hey, are you going to be able to make it's Saturday and Sunday, the Oaks Cannabis Fest, and I have a booth, and you can set up your whole podcast there if you'd like.
That sounds great. Here, check out this book here, Rabble Rouser Rising. I just picked.
Woo-hoo!
There's a lot of good stuff in here.
Yes.
It's very juicy.
Thank you. Would you any questions or anything, like, or do you want me to kind of tell a little bit about the book or what?
Well, I like how you started off talking about how you started with the Challenger explosion. I remember that day when the Challenger exploded, and that was your day where you had all this information that nobody else had, and you took it into your class, and you just dumped it on them, like, there you go.
Yeah, man.
It was like,
you know what? I say that's my first big story, but that's not actually true because I couldn't really tell my first big story. You want to hear my first big story, and we can get we're going way behind the scenes here.
Okay.
When I was a young boy, I was very sophisticated already. I don't know how I was. Maybe something happened or whatever. But I stole my babysitter's friend's purse. And she must have had something in that purse that she really wanted back, because she agreed to my demand of stripping naked for me to give her the purse back.
My God.
And I ran downstairs.
Wait, no,
I told my brother, "You'll never believe this. I've got a naked girl in the bedroom."
She probably
and then actually my second big story was probably one of the giant turds that I had laid and called my brothers in for a viewing. But that was probably my third. The
That's hilarious.
That you're cute.
So
wait, you took a cable that was so large you had to show people.
Me and my brothers always do. I'm 47 years old. If I get a good one, I'm gonna send it to my brother.
Wow. Can I get in on that chainmail, that loop?
Brotherly
love. Yeah, it's a pretty shitty loop.
I've been known to let some good ones go once in a while.
Well, I'll tell you what. During my colon cancer, I couldn't take a good one at all. So, the first poop after my colon cancer was these two just perfect straight rods, and it was the proudest picture I'd ever sent. I felt like
I'm glad you made it through.
Oh my God! Wait a minute, you have pictures of that poop? That historical poop?
I have pictures of my first poop after the cancer surgery. Absolutely. I mean, imagine you haven't taken a good shit in years. I mean, and then all of a sudden somebody disconnects your bowels, takes out a 10-inch tumor that was blocking you, and you've got a fresh turd ready to rock. I mean, it was the most gratifying shit by far I've ever taken.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
This conversation is really, really going south. But yeah, so that's the Krista McCall story was awesome because, and I'll be honest with you, the way that the school set up, we weren't able to put TVs because it was like steps in the school up into the classrooms, like all the other schools had. And I thought about it, that was an interesting thing. Think about how many schools, for some reason, stuck TVs in classrooms for that event to happen, right? Is that how do you remember the event, Lefty? Where were you?
I was buying weed in Old Bridge. I was at my weed dealer's house in Old Bridge, and we saw it on TV, and I was like, "Oh, wow, it sucks." But I was
Wow.
my parallel to that was being at Bell Labs in the auditorium, and I was running the auditorium at the time. I was doing the soundboard, and the whole auditorium was mine. And when 9/11 hit, the planes hit the building, I was listening to like Opie and Anthony or something, and I was like listening to it, and I'm like, "Oh, I need to stop the meeting. Like, do I stop this meeting?" Because they wouldn't have known for hours unless I had stopped the meeting. So I had to like stop the meeting.
Mm.
You know, for
Yeah,
something.
I was in a meeting. We were in a sales meeting on 9/11, and there's a guy named Al Wines, real strong sales and real cool dude. We're at FC Kerbeck. They sell Lamborghinis, Bentleys. I mean, it's just a crazy dealership. And he tried to interrupt the meeting, and the guy who ran the meeting, "You sit down. I don't care what happened." Like, and then after the meeting, he's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, I bet.
And we stayed open. We stayed open that day. I sold a car on 9/11.
Wow.
Yeah, to a guy who was like, "I'm not gonna let them win. If I don't buy something today, they win."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was. If he's not wearing a MAGA hat right now, I'd fucking shoot myself in the nuts.
Wow.
Trust me, that is he is MAGA material.
I had the privilege of actually seeing the second tower fall from a distance.
Wow.
In Jersey City, coming from Newport Mall, I had worked at Sears at the time. And they had just let us go, and I was walking out from behind the back. And by the time I got to like the middle of the yard that you walk across to get to the front, I heard someone scream. I turned around, and all I saw was, particles flying out and just dust.
Yeah.
Just
because that. So do you understand what, like, if there was an actual implosion of that building, do you know how much material would be on that ground and how long it would take to get rid of it?
Mm.
Do you know that there wasn't material on the ground? There was a very small bit. Everything was dustified. It was dust.
Yeah.
And do you know normal explosives do not do that. It was hit with what's called a barometric bomb. And a barometric bomb will dustify and just completely do exactly what you saw. The barometric bomb was also used in Oklahoma City. Look, if you look at the front of Oklahoma City building, you can see shear, like the metal sheared flat, like a flat shear off. And bombs don't do that. They make stuff jagged. They make it extremely jagged, and and disconforming, and not straight down. That's you can literally set a barometric bomb for distance to around the bomb, where it should implode, how it blows up, and it dustifies everything. So whatever happened at that building wasn't your normal implosion, because there was no material at the bottom of the building when it was done. They cleared the material in one night with dump trucks overnight. How do you do that? I mean, the further we get away from 9/11, and with COVID and all this horse shit that's happened in the last couple of years, I mean, people are if they don't begin to question all these events and what the actual purpose of them are, they're fucking stupid. I mean, we're now in a position where they have allowed Israel to completely flatten Gaza, northern and central Gaza, and people want to act like, oh, we don't know. They don't know why, because you know what happened? Our government's standing down because Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent, and they have dirt on the most powerful people in our country that would bring down our nation.
Not just.
So what they.
Not just because of that. They want to build a canal through
the David Ben Gurion Canal. Yeah, so
they want to do that through Gaza, and that's why.
It goes through northern Gaza. It's not just that. I mean, you got to understand. So Egypt gets $55 billion of income from the Suez Canal a year.
Mm-hmm.
If they can divert that through Israel, that guess what? We don't have to support Israel like we do anymore, and we get a portion of that money because that's going to be us building it. BlackRock's going to build it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to. It's going to be built by American dollars and investment. So I don't know. I mean, that book, by the way, it's funny. I'm driving by the Triad 1828 building right now, Norcross's building. I'm giving him the middle finger. Hey, fuck you, you fucking scumbag. Yesterday, I did an interview with NJSJ or whatever, some sort of news station. And they invited me to the Martin Luther King house that I've been working on, along with the pastor who's like trying to get the thing going and trying to play nice with the state and everything. And he went up and told his things and made everything hunky-dory. And I went up and I said, listen, this is ridiculous. The state of New Jersey should be embarrassed that this property is still sitting here in disarray and still not on the historic preservation list or designation list or WECO registry. And I really let him have it. And Norcross is in helicopter flying over as the interview is going on. So I said, you see that? I said, that dude is like Lex Luthor, the real life Lex Luthor. I said this on the TV station. And I said his brother wrote the bill to bring $1.6 billion into Camden. His other brother lobbied the bill, and then he and his buddies got 1.1 billion of that money directly into their company. I said, come on. I said, Lex Luthor would think that was amazing. He'd be like, good fucking job.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see that one coming.
So after I'm done the interview, the pastor, Amir Khan, comes walking over. He's like, oh, Patrick, man, I got to tell you, I guess you're going to do like the new, the White Cat Williams for this.
So you've been trying to get the Martin Luther King house in Camden recognized as a National Historical Monument, and you've been getting pushback from a lot of people.
Oh my God, it's been 10 years almost. I started in October of 2014. I started the mission to have, the first thing I wanted to do was have the location in Maple Shade where Mary's Cafe once stood, which was the location of Martin Luther King's first sit-in. His first civil rights battle happened on June 12th of 1950, 5 years before Montgomery bus boycotts happened. He was a 21-year-old, and he and three friends walked into a restaurant and were refused service. And that's his first civil rights battle, the first time he had somebody arrested for refusing him service, and the first time he testified in court. And he was living in Camden, New Jersey at the time, at a house in Camden, New Jersey, where he planned the actual protest. He actually was on the steps on June 11th, the day he went down to the restaurant. The police complaint was signed at 12:45 a.m. and 12. But on June 11th, he had a conversation at 753 Walnut Street, a house that he was staying at, with his best friend, Walter McCall, and they were talking to McCall's cousin. McCall's cousin told them or asked them what they were doing, and they said that they were going to go to Maple Shade to get some sandwiches. And he said, "Are you crazy? They don't serve black people in Maple Shade. You can't go down there." And Martin Luther King is quoted by Jethro Hunt as saying, "Oh, that's okay. You think that we shouldn't be going down there, but maybe we need to go down there so we can go anywhere that we want." So he and McCall went down there purposefully because they knew the New Jersey law against discrimination, which was recently enacted in 1947, would protect them if they were refused service, and they could try to have the man arrested. And they did. And he not only refused them service, he pulled out a gun and told them if they don't leave, he was going to shoot them. They refused to leave. He put the gun in the air, shot it out the door a couple times, and turned to him and looked and said, "I've killed for less." And they then decided, well, it's probably not a good bet to sit here any longer. They got up, went to the police station, and had him arrested. So that incident, right? If you can imagine, it's not just the house that he was living at that I applied for the historic registry status. The state of New Jersey, the Historic Preservation Office, has said that that incident is not historically significant. Now, I'm going to say that again. The Historic Preservation Office of New Jersey said that the first time Martin Luther King Jr., the internationally acclaimed civil rights hero, the first time he was involved in the civil rights battle that happened in New Jersey, was not historically significant.
Crazy.
So, just like, I mean, you could create a Twilight Zone episode and people wouldn't even believe it. You know, so I mean, that's been the fight I've been doing
Who were some
for
of the
9 years.
Who are some of the people fighting you on this?
It's only one group of people. It's New Jersey Historic Preservation Office, who are bureaucrats that. But I'll tell you this: it's behind the scenes. It's George Norcross himself. I mean, George Norcross decides what happens in Camden. If George Norcross wanted this to happen, it would happen.
Right.
And that's just a fact, Jack. So the bureaucrats that are holding it up are probably just doing it because they're, you know, at threat of their job. I mean, or I don't know. Maybe they're doing it because I'm a high school dropout and none of their, you know, 10-year college degree asses found what I did. That's also a possibility.
Kind of
Another
like
possibility, by the way, was actually let me take that back. If you want to juxtapose it, right? So Martin Luther King, nobody really knows about the Maple Shade incident that well. A lot of people do now because it's been 10 years since I've been doing this, right? And by the way, my next book, Rabble Rouser Raging, I'm working on that right now. That's going to have all the information about Camden, what happened there, the King House, Maple Shade, and but the bureaucrats that have been doing this, you know, every time they said no, what was interesting is I just kept finding more and more great stuff, man. Like, I mean, it was almost like a blessing every time they said no. And in January of 2020, just before the world shut down, I sued them. I sued the DEP to try to get emails unredacted. It had all the redactions and emails, all about a historical house. Why do you need to have redactions in an email about a historical house? I don't know, but they did. So I sued them. And then 5 or 6 days after I sued them, they finally issued their denial letter for the application I had filed 5 years prior to have the house placed on the registry. And that denial letter said that basically the house and the incident in Maple Shade were, and I'll quote this, of minimal historic import, meaning they weren't important to history at all. And I'll tell you, that really pissed me off. So I went to Temple's library. They have an archive there. It's called the Special Collections Edition archive. And I got all the Temple's, or the Fellowship House's boxes. A Fellowship House was a group in Philadelphia where Martin Luther King was said to have heard the speech that convinced him of the methods of nonviolence. And I wanted to find out more because I said to myself, I think that the speech was connected to the Maple Shade incident somehow, because he was searching for this method, and or maybe he found the method after, one or the other. I couldn't figure it out, but my theory was that it was connected somehow, right? So after some searching, after some digging, after confirming and putting it together, I identified the date, time, and place of the speech that had gone unknown for half a century, of the date and time of the speech. The location of the speech that everybody thought was wrong, and I got it right. It's actually the First Unitarian Church in Philadelphia. They thought it was at the Fellowship House in Philadelphia, but the Fellowship House sponsored the speech that Mordecai Johnson, Dr. Mordecai Johnson, who was the president of Howard University, came up and gave at this church in Philadelphia on November 19th of 1950 at 3:45 p.m. So not only did I have the date, the time, and location, but I also have excerpts of the actual speech. Now, I took that information, right, and I approached Historical Preservation Office of Pennsylvania, and they helped me draft an application to have submitted to the National Registry. That application was submitted and approved within a 16-month period. They worked directly with me, side by side. They helped me every step of the way. And the church, which was not known about to any historian, which no historian had discovered, is now on the National Historic Registry for Martin Luther King's most, you could say, pivotal speech of his early life that convinced them of the method of nonviolence, right? Now, that being said, that took 16 months to get on the registry. Right now, we're at 10 years almost since my first application was filed, and I filed another application 2 years ago that still hasn't been responded to by New Jersey. So that's kind of the scoop with them scumbags.
Wow.
Right?
What's that lady's name? Give me some names.
So the woman who owned the home was a woman named Jeanette Hunt. The person that she when I found it, she was 80 plus years old, and I went to her house and basically said, "Hey, can I ask you a couple questions?" She said, "Sure." I said, "Did you happen to know Martin Luther King?" And she said, "Well, he used to live in my house." Oh, are you going to tell anybody? Like, just keep that secret or what? So I took it upon myself to get that out there, that story out there. And her father-in-law, Benjamin Hunt, owned the house. In a 1981 article, Benjamin Hunt is quoted as saying that he thinks what happened in Maple Shade began to change King into the leader that he was. He said he noticed a very significant change in him after that event happened in Maple Shade where he was refused service. Now, what's really interesting is the historians had thought that the speech, the Mordecai Johnson speech, took place prior to the Maple Shade incident. They thought it took place in like January, February, March. They were just guessing that. Now, what's so interesting is in the book Stride Toward Freedom, what nobody realized and what you could not know until you knew the date of the speech and you knew about the Maple Shade incident is that Dr. King did mention the Maple Shade incident with the speech by saying that when he heard the speech, that he had finally found the method that he'd been searching for months. Now, if you took those same words and you went upon the historian's narrative that it happened in January or March of 1950, then something would have had to happen a couple months prior to that date, right? And Maple Shade happened in June of 1950. So that couldn't possibly be the event. Now, what's so funny is no historian knew what he was talking about in that particular line. And some historians, I'm telling you, God honest truth, changed King's words to reflect that he said that he heard the speech at the Fellowship House, when King's own words that he went to Philadelphia to hear Mordecai Johnson speak for Fellowship House on behalf of. So, here you have again, high school dropout, never been to college, and I'm bringing forth something on the most studied man of the 20th century that none of these academics have found, but the Pennsylvania Historic Preservation Office was more than willing to work with it. So I don't know what the actual issue is with New Jersey, but I can tell you this, and I'm gonna say it because I think it needs to be said, that that there's a lot of historical narratives that stay because they have a good product. And I say that because Dr. King, his family, from what I've been able to gather, is a product. And they don't want to mess up the product in any way because they get paid big time from it. And like an example is his what do you call it? His oh, let me go on speaker real quick. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. My example is when I had an event in Philadelphia where I invited Martin Luther King Jr. The third to it to celebrate that church and the discovery of it and being placed in the historic the designation list. He would oh yeah, absolutely, great. He's just going to need an honorarium. Well, what's an honorarium? Do you guys know what an honorarium is?
$500.
$30,000.
Oh, jeez.
$30,000 just to show up somewhere, and that's not including travel costs.
Oh,
so you tell me, is that a good product? Did you want to change the product at all? No, you got every year. You're So what I found is that even if you get new information, even if it's provably factual, that the archives even refuse to accept it because the archives don't want to lose their grants to keep the narrative like it is. They want him to be pacified king. They want him, the peaceful, pacified king, not the revolutionary, not the rabble rouser. He was a rabble rouser.
I love how you found all the articles and you disputed everything that they were saying with actual newspaper articles from the day.
Yeah, I would debate anybody on that. I debate any. Okay, here's a situation in 2017 because they knew I was hammering these fools, and what they were doing, and I didn't realize at the time, is that we had John Lewis out here. Congressman John Lewis stood in front of the house in Camden and said, "This historic piece of real estate, this house, must be saved for future generations yet unborn." I mean, isn't that good enough for the Historic Preservation Office? His good friend and mentee, Congressman John Lewis, saying the house should be saved and it's a historic home.
Not enough, really?
Not enough. New Jersey NAACP sent a letter strongly urging the house to be placed on the registry because I had recommended to them, because the New Jersey Historic Preservation Office is literally all white, that maybe they should talk to some black people. So when they did reach out to the NAACP said, yeah, you need to place this house in the registry. Guess what? Not enough.
Enough.
This is, I think, the most beautiful part about it. You're going to love this. So they got these professors from Stockton University to come together and do they called it a biographical research investigation. It was a hit piece on my research. And that investigation basically found the same, that there was no historical significance for the event in Maple Shade and or Dr. King's time in South Jersey. Now, the funny thing is that the head of that study was made the provost of the college after that. Her name is Michelle McDonald, who in 2020 was caught plagiarizing an email that she sent out for COVID saying, hey, let's all come back. And like 50% of the email was plagiarized directly from an article. If a student did that, they'd be thrown out of college, but she's still the provost. She was the head of the study. One of the people that was on the study is a guy named Paul Schopp. Paul Schopp is a local historian who...
What's his name?
Paul Schopp, Schopp. And he, at the beginning of when I tried to get this thing going, and I was first in the newspapers, the reporter contacted me and said, this guy, Paul Schopp, is like trying to say that none of this happened. What you're saying is not true. So he's been trying to kibosh the project from the beginning, and they let him be on this research study team. Now, what's so interesting is Schopp was getting paid like $46,000 for three or 4 years at the college prior to the study. After the study was released, not kidding, the day after the preliminary study was turned in, Schopp got a almost $30-something thousand raise the day after. It wasn't like a couple days, a week, a year after, or the next contract year. In the middle,
of a contract year that he already had signed, they somehow gave him a $30,000 bump.
Thanks, George.
Yeah, exactly. That's all public money. That's how it works. It's all what do you call that? Political cronyism. They get their buddies a job at the college, or and they say, well, he's an assistant to the librarian. The fucking guy doesn't even show up. So these people at Stockton University got together and basically did this investigation to try to shit on my work. And I challenged every one of them. I said, every one of you can come to a debate. I said, you can bring every piece of material you have. You can have books, you can have your students, you can have everything at your podium. I am going to bring just me. Just me. I won't have a book, no material, no phone, just my brain. And I will dissect you like you are a dead frog. None of them want to take the offer. That none of them can dispute anything that I have. None of them are willing to talk about this because they're all embarrassed by their work. So okay. Not only the people from Stockton that try to do this, but like when I send something to an archive, right? So the archive in Oakland, which is the Ronnie Lott Archive at Stanford. It's at Stanford University. So it's in Berkeley, I believe. I apologize. So they have an archive there, and at the archive, it has the whole thing about Mordecai Johnson at the fellowship house, all this crap. They know for now almost 3 years that that's not true, but they keep it on their archive. They keep that on their. They keep a lie on their archive. What I'm going to do, what's so interesting, is because Camden does all these Rutgers, MLK Day of Services and all this crap, right? So tomorrow, I'm going down to Rutgers University, and I'm going to ask people, do like a little man on the street thing at Rutgers. What do you know about Martin Luther King's connections to Camden? And I'm going to find out what the students know. And then I'm going to go down to a church or an area that has local people. And I'm going to ask them that same question. And I guarantee the people that are local to the community know, and these college kids have no fucking clue about his connection to Camden, because the teachers aren't teaching it, because they're specifically being told not to. I don't know why you would do such a thing, but I believe that's what I'm going to find, and I'll be able to prove that tomorrow.
Who does the curriculum there? Because I know some professors write their own books. So I mean,
yeah, you know what? I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out. I'll ask. I'll be asking. I'm excited. I think that this year with my movie coming out and the book that came out, and my other book I'm writing, it's very cathartic, and it's and I think I'm not the only one. Like I just saw Lou Scarmazzo, the guy that was locked in prison from Modesto, California for like 17 years for owning a dispensary. He just came out with a book. I think people are ready to tell their story, man. There's a lot of people ready to tell their story this year and not be scared of any repercussions of what the truth may hold,
Pat, how do we get home grow in New Jersey? We got one person holding it up. How do we get it?
Find dirt on Scutari.
Okay.
That's the way I do it. I would start digging up his ass. I would start digging everything I can. What is he? Isn't he like work for a local council people too or something? Or like he does something. He's like a solicitor for a township, right? I would start getting all of his emails for that township. And even they're going to be redacted. You'll get subjects and things like that. You'll get something from it. Find out, lawsuits in the townships, all that kind of stuff. Bill lists. You get the bill list from the township he's working in, and you see if you can find dirt that he, as a solicitor, either covered up or allowed to happen. Just like the guy in Delran. I mean, I got the solicitor in Delran fired. Sal Siliciano, and he got fired because he's a piece of crap and he was not giving him good advice. So if you could find something similar. And I'm not saying what you do the same thing, is if you found something similar, I'd write him, nice harsh letter, say, listen, everything in New Jersey is based upon you at this point. And we appreciate you but I don't think people appreciate any of this stuff that you've done. And I'd like to sit down and have a meeting with you, and don't blackmail them in a sense, but I mean, that's politics. I mean, even release it and bust them up and get him weak, politically weak, so he has to do something to make himself look good. That's probably the best thing to do, is just make him politically weak. Find, just like I did, I found somebody on the other side. I found a Republican that was willing to talk to me, and one that I thought to myself, well, I think, what's his name again? How do I not remember his name? What was his name, Lefty? The old Republican that put up the medical marijuana grow bill.
The dentist?
The one that died right after I talked to him.
The dentist. Yeah. I forget.
Yeah. But he wouldn't consider that shit. And then when I told him, I'm like, listen, the job of a lawmaker is not to do what you want, like to do what the people want. That's what I would do if I was a lawmaker, if I had my own decision that I wanted to make. And let's say my faith didn't want me to go that way, and or something of that sort. But 60% of the population or greater want that to happen. Well, that's your job as a lawmaker, is to figure out how to make it happen, and that's the way I appealed to him. Because I think a lot of people let their faith and their morals, or what they believe are faith and morals and ethics, in a way, and it's more partisan bullshit, to make themselves justified in these fucking crappy decisions they make, right? So if you can get to them and say, listen, I'm not, because I'm an unaffiliated voter. I don't give a shit if you're Republican or Democrat. I think if you're a good politician, you should be praised. About bad politician, you should be outed, right? So, if you approach them and say, listen, I'm as an unaffiliated voter, I have to say that the way that, and I would approach Scutari though with another thing, because Scutari, I think what we could do very easily is just go back. There's 2 Senate hearings in 2019, I believe it was, in 2019 or 2020, where he directly blamed the home grow bill not going through on Steve Sweeney. Do you remember that?
No, but
100%. I was speaking. Me and Weedman spoke. It's the one that they didn't let you in.
Oh, that's why.
But didn't you get in later though? You got like in late or something. I think you wound up speaking. So if we could find the date of that meeting, Scutari at that meeting directly said that he would do it, but Steve Sweeney would not allow it to happen. So he put all the onus on Sweeney that day. And I think it's because me and Weedman were really putting him to the fire a little bit, I think that's another good way, is find past statements of Sweeney, or of Scutari, putting the onus on Sweeney. I'm sure it wasn't just that day he did it.
Marina called him one day, and she's a cancer survivor and also an amputee, and they laughed at her. They literally laughed at her. Just like when they laughed at, I had my wheelchair and I said, hey, Senator, remember me from the Bruce Springsteen concert? What about home grow? And he says, you're lucky you have it because of me or something. And then he went up the stairs and I couldn't follow him in my chair. Like, he doesn't care about us. He doesn't care. He really
doesn't do. That's why you got to either embarrass him into doing something, or, find past statements and or go to the other side. The other side's always looking for a win, bro. I mean, Republicans can't get a fucking win in the state. You know what I mean? So, I mean, how many Republicans have you spoken to compared to Democrats about this issue? Huh?
I'm sorry.
What's that? Turn my mic off.
I'm sorry.
How many Republicans do you think you've reached out to compared to how many Democrats on this issue?
I spoke to Ed Durr, and I went to one of his fundraisers, and he said he'd sign on, and he was all for it, but then he didn't do anything about it. He didn't hold Scutari's feet to the fire and say, hey, can we have an informational hearing? Why are they so afraid of an informational hearing? Not even a vote. Let's talk about it. Why don't we want to talk about this? It's crazy. Well,
listen, there's, I think what in the way you always need to look at something and have a plan, right? So the plan needs to look at it like dominoes, or look at it like just numbers, sheer algorithm of okay, ones and zeros, right? You have the zeros who are generally the Republicans and the ones who are generally the Democrats. But in this situation, you have all zeros, right? You literally have zeros across the board at this point. So in any good lobbying campaign, you have to know what your numbers are, right? So you have to know how many are for and how many are against, not just how many might be for or how many might be against. What is their position on a home grow bill? Get their position. And you start collecting the information, right? So let's say you collect the information and all of a sudden you find out that you have this swath of moderate Republicans that are all willing to sign onto this bill, along with a swath of what you refer to as progressive Democrats. But you have enough at that point with these two different sides that can make a bipartisan pass of the bill that would be successful. That's how a good lobbying campaign works. I mean, sometimes it's just lobbying that one person on the other side to get over. But the first thing you have to do is get your numbers. I mean, I don't think anybody in New Jersey has done that yet. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the firms that claim to be, for legalization and stuff, are just fucking lobbying firms themselves. So and they don't tell other people how the trick is done. So that's how the trick is done. Is it's a numbers game. You go in there, collect your numbers, you see who it is, you find out sureties, you get you have your algorithm of ones and zeros, right? But you also have that one in the middle that doesn't say which way they are. Those people who don't say which way they are, they're the ones you come back to after you collect your numbers, and they're the ones that you have to work to get the majority. And that's the game. I mean, it's literally a game of numbers, the game of collection of people, the collection of yeses and nos.
It's a shame we have to parade of dog and pony show of sick and dying people again in front of legislators, because what Scutari is saying is that only certain conditions, like when we started the medical program, it was only certain conditions. It was 13 conditions. And then they expanded it as they had dog and pony shows of sick people saying, "Oh, will you help me too? Oh, can marijuana help me, please?" And then all these sick people parading in front of the committees. Sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. We got to do that again. Here we go again, round 2 of the fucking dog and pony show of sick and dying people.
I don't think you do, though. I think if you did a sophisticated lobbying campaign, got your numbers in, understood who you have to go to, and then have one of them sponsor the bill. We were in an election year, dude. It's like, This is the year you get shit done.
Big year.
Yeah. So you want somebody to do something, make them do it during an election year, and they'll do it because look what I did. I did something. Well, look at Andy Kim, right? Andy Kim is running against Tammy Murphy and Bob Menendez. Andy Kim's fucking main ad is him picking up trash off the floor. Like, to me, that's ridiculous. Like, if that's the only thing you got in 5 years you've been in Washington, that you dug down and picked up a couple bottles off the floor, and that's your shtick, I got a problem with that, So Andy Kim could use a boost, I think. Something like Tammy Murphy. I think she collected $3.2 million in the first quarter, and she's got all the county seats, county lines, because her husband basically controls that, right? So Andy Kim's one of those politicians you could reach out to and try to get something done now in Congress, in fact, and say, hey, what would you be willing to sponsor a banking bill or a legalization bill? Or would you be able to, put your support behind a home grow bill for New Jersey citizens? You know what I mean? And you reach out to some people like that are in elections, and you have them push a little bit for you. Because then he can push and he can figure out, he can call, what's his face? Herb Weston is his name, and Singleton and people like that, and try to get them into it. And because Singleton's very friendly with that, right? I mean, Singleton sponsored bills, I think, that have for home grow. Am I right?
Singleton, yeah, his bill has changed the number. It's I forget the number of his bill now. It's being reintroduced next week. We'll be at the State House on the 25th on the first day of the new session if you want to join us. Hot
Yeah,
box.
you know what? I will. And you know what? I'm talking all this. How about this? I'll try to help collect the numbers. And what we'll do that day at the State House is we'll break up the numbers of assembly and senators into a couple different sections, and we all can do our job to reach out and get the numbers for how many participants we have that want to join in to do it. You understand?
Nice.
And I think that would be a way that we can say, okay, here's where we're at, and we come back, a week later and say we're at 102 to 97 with 42 people that have no decision, whatever it may be, So we'll collect all those numbers, and I think then have somewhere to go from.
But we got to push home grow for patients. I mean, I want home grow for everybody. I do, but again,
I think what you're doing, and I'm going to tell you, I told you this before, because a lot of the thing you did, you'd go to these places and say, I just want medical. I think that you should push for the full. You shouldn't go and say, and I'll tell you 2 reasons. Number one, you understand, like when you go in for you're like people that go in and get charged with a crime, right? They have 6 charges against them. All of a sudden, they drop it down to just the lesser charge. Shoot for the moon, hope for the stars, and sometimes accept the sky. Because the saying, hey, I want this bill to be inclusive of everybody, right? Then they could say, well, how about not inclusive of everybody? How about we just do it for medical patients? And that's just the way I see it. Because once you go, you say, all right, how about we just do medical patients? And they go, well, how about only medical patients with these conditions?
true.
Right. And that's just how I see the fight. And especially in California, because I was involved in that fight, a lot of municipalities that were banning dispensaries and all that shit, and going state, city to city and fighting it. I don't think I would have, like, if they said to me, well, we'll only allow you to open in this zone or that zone, or which I would understand, but I still would have fought it. So it wasn't stigmatized just to X, Y, or Z. And I think that's what, I mean, I just my personal opinion, when you're saying, oh, just for medical patients, I think everybody's a patient. I think it's medical for everybody. I think it's always been that way. And I think that it's so unaffordable that's the battle right now, which could force 2 things. Could either force them to give home grow because they can't make it affordable, or force them to make it affordable. Because that's the real fight, right? It's the affordability of the medicine and the access to it. So now that more access is coming online, I mean, the affordability, you hope, will be there. But if it's not, I think that's the ultimate argue for home grow. You do a cost benefit, cost analysis of how much it costs for somebody to actually medicate on New Jersey, dispensary costs. And it's, $1,000 a month or so. I smoke, my son, I smoke like a quarter a day, so I'd be broke.
Some patients are strain specific, and they need specific strains for their epilepsy, per se. And
Yeah. Well, not just that. Listen, the whole thing about the whole patient growing thing, I don't know of anybody who's a legitimate patient that and I should say, let me take that back. I don't know of anybody that has serious illnesses that should have to be burdened with trying to grow their own pot. It should be the other way. They should be able to designate somebody to do it for them.
Yeah.
If they, because that way, if it is done that way, they can be assured of having a good product, rather than go. Dude, do you know what it's like for somebody to go through 3 months of growing pot to have garbage? I mean, and how frustrating that is for people, and how we'll give up, and all of a sudden, and so to think about people who have never done it before, who, don't have the money to do it, are going to go just walk into a hydroponic store and grab the right stuff and be able to get a clone. Where are they going to get a clone from? Where are they going to get the proper seed from, right? Where it just, to me, you have to take full hands off of home grow so people can do it in classes and have class-like settings so people can actually learn, That's how in California. I mean, the culture in Northern California is like people are bred as they're growing up to know how to grow pot, right? Um, so that's why the best pot comes from Northern California, is because for generations they've been growing pot. So when these new states come online, like New Jersey, and all of a sudden you have companies popping up, people who've never grown before, who now have a license to grow. And a lot of these are straight fucking laced people who don't really know what good pot is anyway, or haven't seen a lot of good pot. You know, they just try to produce whatever it is they produce. And that's why you go into dispensaries in New Jersey and you buy something that's mediocre. Because you either have a big medical company like Curaleaf growing it. I think it's like 2 or 3 companies that I've heard are good, but a lot of it is mediocre, you know. So, but that's based upon it's a new market, really new market here. With I mean, I've seen some of these people getting approved for licenses, and I'm like, well, what have they ever done? You know, it looks like they're coming from like the one person I think was like a realtor or something like that. I'm like, and I understand like that's cool and everything, but you're designing edibles. You're now an edible, entrepreneur. Like, just it's odd to me. And some of them don't even know what they're doing. You know, they got involved and like, if you asked them what a proper milligram dosage is for an edible for a person, they wouldn't even know. So you have all these uneducated owners out there too. I mean, just being honest, like, am I being Cat Williams?
It's a lot of big money people, a lot of Wall Street people getting involved. People that want to learn about weed for the first time, and they got money, and you need money because I know this one guy. He's a Wall Street guy, and he has a dispensary that he's trying to get a license for, and he's delayed, and every month they're delayed. They have projections when you have big money like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's losing like $1 million a month every delay.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to cover those costs. And
listen, it's right now, and I tell it's the war of attrition for a lot of these new people because they have rent to pay, they have all these things they have to pay, but they can't sell anything. And that was Weedman's argument that if I did what you guys want me to do, I'd be broke, I'd be out of business, I'd be done. So I don't know, man. New Jersey's market is kind of interesting. That's why I think this Canna Festival. I mean, they're doing them in New Jersey now. Some of them. I think the gray market really has to come through strong, and that'll drive down the dispensary prices. But New Jersey is a mafia state, so they're going to be a little bit more prone to bust shit like that, I think. Like talking about how like the legacy. It's funny, they want legacy growers to be able to come over to the legal market, but then they talk about how do they stop legacy growers from selling pot now? Like, right?
Yeah. Now what?
Yeah, I mean, what are they supposed to do? I mean, I get the best pot probably around, because I know I've been trying to figure out in this local area who grows the good pot, and it took me a long time to find someone that grows probably the best pot in this area. And I can get the California pot or whatever if I want. But I know like 10 different people in the area that have different things that they grow or whatever. And even those 10 people, I like 8 of them, it's just okay, and they've been doing it for a while. It takes a long time to dial in great pot. Really does. So I just think that New Jersey, it's an infant market right now, very young. And but they're coming on, stores are coming on fast. Maybe like 75 now, almost 80 stores.
More than Walmart.
But they don't have any lounges. And the whole idea of the lounge doesn't even make sense the way Jersey is proposing it. That's probably why there aren't any, because people can't figure out how to open and make money.
It's ridiculous. You can't eat, you can't drink, you got to bring in food from the outside. Well, what's the point? We can anywhere and do that.
Yeah, how am I going to make money? That's all All those ancillary products are what you make money on, you fucking idiots.
So that's not going to work.
Well, it's also it reminds me of the brewery thing they do here in New Jersey, where they won't let breweries have food. Like, you're serving alcohol, like, and you're not going to allow people to have food. Like, I think that yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, like, think about it. Like, so, but yeah, man, I'm glad you guys have me here. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. I'm writing a reply to a lawsuit right now, and I've got 2 lawsuits I've just filed 2 months ago, and I'm just working on them and working on my book. Which, you know what is so fun is going back in your history and thinking about the people that you know, you were involved with, and kind of, and putting it on paper, and then seeing who was who in your life, man. You know, what was so important to you, and what happened in certain little events, and, you know, and you have to really kind of think back. And it's been very, like I said, it's like therapy, man. Like, I think everybody should try to write a book, something about themselves. You know, I think if my friend Maxie, she goes to therapy all the time, right? And when I first met her, she had like 3 therapists. I think most of her income was spent on therapy. And I bet she could have just written a book and it would have just done the same, and she wouldn't have had to spend all those time and money. And she would have been able to sell the book. It'd be a great book. So
yeah, take some shrooms and write a book. It might help you.
I love taking mushrooms. I do, man. Like, and I did when I went out to San Francisco to film the last round of the filming for the movie. And when I went out to San Francisco to do the last round of filming, me and my friend who went out there, there's a psychedelic church in Oakland. It's a church of psychedelics, like, and they sell like 25 different kinds of mushrooms and chocolate bars. And I mean, it's just amazing. And they sell pot too. And, you know, we're out in Oakland. You know, I haven't been in California in a couple of years, and we're checking out of the thing. And the woman that was checking out, I was like, you know, I used to have a couple churches in California, you know, for cannabis. And this was a psychedelic church. And she says, Patrick? I'm like, huh? And it turns out to be this woman, Heidi Grossman, who used to date Eddie Lepp. Eddie Lepp was a good friend of mine, and he was the first grower in Prop 215 history to be acquitted. And he was the guy that was arrested with 40,000 plants next to Highway 20 in California. Feds came in and raided him. And
wow.
So, yeah, man, it's an interesting life, man, I tell you. And like, if you guys want to come down, like I said, I got free tickets too for anybody else if they want. I think I got like 15 free tickets if you know anybody who wants to come.
Nice. Sounds great, Mr. Joe. Hey, how can people get your book, Rabble Rouser Rising, for sale on Amazon? How do people just go to Amazon and look for it?
You can just go to Amazon. I mean, it's that easy. Type in Rabble Rouser Rising and it comes right up. I've got 7 reviews so far, 4 written, for 7 5-star reviews, which I'm pretty happy about. I didn't solicit any of those either. None of them are me.
What did you uncover? The Notre Dame fire? Is that something you uncovered too? I see.
You know what? It's an interesting take I have on it, and you'll see you'll see. It's what happened was there was a group called the National. They're a band, and one of the guys in the band was alleged to be this guy in a video, this Antifa guy that was in a video. Turned out not to be him. But they, you know, when I started looking into that band, I found so many interesting things, especially about their father. And then I found out that the night that Notre Dame burned down in 2019, which I said to myself that I believe it was very symbolic. It was very symbolic. It was like the beginning of the destruction of religion. And my whole thing during 2020 was the whole, when they said no more than 9 people could be gathered, you couldn't have 10 people. That was to stop the Jewish people from gathering, because they would gather every Friday. They gather with 10 men, at least 10 men, to have a discussion about the day's events, about the world events, about what's happening, so they can make the best decisions for their families. And the way that the group works is that if all 10 men agree, right? Even if the 10th man agrees with the first 9 men say, the 10th man then has to play devil's advocate upon the whole group, to flush out any arguments that might not make sense. And what made sense during COVID? Nothing. So they had to stop these religious events from happening every Friday. And that's how they did it. And that's why they say these tunnels were dug under the Jewish synagogues, was so people could actually go under there and hold their basic, religious men coming together to figure out what's best for the community. And when Governor Philip Murphy wanted to destroy religion.
How's Tammy doing with her? Are you helping her with her running for her office?
Let me. I'm going to put my face off for a second. Let me be clear. As Tammy Murphy, my wife, the little the dime piece I brought home, she was a Republican. But as soon as Philip Dunton Murphy stuck my willy wank in her, she became a Democrat.
Oh.
Yeah. And she realized how filthy rich I was, and decided that she would come over to the dark side. So yeah, she is running a bit against Bob Menendez and that little janitor, Andy Kim. Andy Kim for janitor is the new slogan for Andy. He is going to be working for my wife as her janitor and cleaning up after her, because she is a J6er herself. Yes, Tammy was a J6er.
He has to clean up the gold dust from all those gold bars moving around.
Yeah. Well, let me be clear. I sent prostitutes to infiltrate Bob Menendez and stick gold bars in his closet. So Tammy, could be the senator, and I could retain power in New Jersey. And I think I sold my soul to Steve Sweeney. And please, Steve Sweeney, stop sleeping with my wife. Did you see my hair, Lefty?
I think your hair looks great. I think you have to get your teeth done now.
Lefty, don't talk about my teeth. My teeth, I can eat an apple in nearly just one bite. I have been known to be able to crush an alligator's neck with my chompers. What does that smell? Oh, I'm sorry, that's my teeth. Gingivitis. Lefty, I'm leaving now because I have to. Time to go enjoy some fine cannabis.
I thought you were how to take a dump. I thought you were taking a dump, Governor.
No, but I will tell you that a good number 2 will always make you feel like number 1.
It sounds like you're taking a dump.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, Tammy, come in here and bring me some paper. Bring me some toilet paper, Tammy. Oh, God.
What you eat, Governor?
Oh, Steve Sweeney gave me something. I think Steve Sweeney put some grease on my pizza.
Sounds like a lot of cheese and milk in your diet.
I think I might have eaten my maid's baby. You know, we like to have adrenochrome in the Murphy family.
Better get your butt checked, there, Governor.
Oh, let me be clear. It feels great.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lefty. Thank you.
I'll
Thank
see
you,
you
Governor.
Saturday. Hopefully.
Don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you, Governor. Wash your hands.
All righty then.
I feel dirty.
Wash your hands.
I feel like I need to wash myself.
Wash your ass.
I gotta
Wash your ass.
Yo, Governor Murphy. Wow. Amazing. Let's see. Anybody call in? No. Let's see. What am I missing here? Here we go. Okay.
No.
I don't know what kind of weed that is, but I had to put that down. That was tough.
I'm pretty stoned.
Jesus.
I'm pretty high.
Pretty stoned. Look, everybody. Look how much we still got left.
Got a lot left.
This is. Whew. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna find out.
I'm gonna keep hitting my little pen over here. I'm not doing any dabs. I'm just gonna mini dabs off the pen here. You can all join me at home there. Yeah, so I heard Trump last night speaking.
Yeah.
And they had a debate with the other Republican guys.
How'd that work out?
We're screwed. That's what I'm thinking. We're screwed.
What's that?
Because you got a choice between Biden and Trump.
Really?
Biden and Trump. Well, no, I have another choice. Whoever the third person is, but who's the third person? Like they're not like putting themselves out there. Here, I'll look it up right now. I'll look up the Green Party candidate. Let's look up the Green Party. 2024 Green Party. Who is it?
I think his name's Vivek.
You know it? Good. All right. Maybe I'll look him up. I need to start studying these guys. Green Party candidate 2024. Oh, we have a few. They didn't have their nomination yet. Okay. Green Party. Green candidates who have filed for the 2024 presidential election. Adam Hollick, Anita Bell, Emmanuel Pastrich, Jackie Tate, Jill Stein, Jorge Zavella, Mason Sawuski, Randy Toller, Robert Cook, Tyler Gray.
Is it Jorge Sevilla?
Jorge Zavala. Zavala. What about libertarians? Do we have libertarians here? Oh, here's a good question. Today's poll. What a stupid question. Should the U.S. deport illegal immigrants? What kind of question is that?
I mean, if you're not going to deport them, why would you still call them illegal?
Yeah, first of all right, let's go house to house. House to house searches. Ridiculous. Where is Libertarian Party? Here we go, Libertarian Party. Let's see if we know anybody here. They have in May. They have their thing in May.
Oh, okay.
All right. So these people, we have Aaron Avoris, Antonio Gagnon, Bo Lindsley, Charles Ballet, Charles Ferry, Chase Oliver, David Saber, David Pukta, David Dunlap, David De Silva, Frederick Clegg, Hugo Valdez Garcia, Jacob Hornberger, Jason Carroll. That's a lot of people there. John Reinhold, John Stewart. John Stewart? Is that the John Stewart that we know? Joshua Anderson, Joshua Smith, Joshua Rodriguez, Kevin Babbage, Kevin Tucker, Lars Mapstead, Melissa Biondi, Michael Rechtenwald, Mike Termat, Nathan Vaught, Raymond Wagner, Robert Sansone, Russell D. Leon, Seymour Art Lee,
Dwayne Johnson.
Trimmy Clover Tavelier. No Dwayne Johnson.
That's a joke. That's The Rock.
And no Oprah either.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Somewhere.
Sorry for your luck.
Dang it, man. Dang it. I don't know who to vote for.
I don't know who to vote for.
It's too many.
No!
So we're screwed. Again.
I say just sit back and take the ride, everybody.
It'll be a fun ride. Just watching Trump go through this whole crap again. That's always fun.
You think he's gonna win?
He might win. I don't know. People are I don't know. A lot of young people are voting now. So
at the end of the day, what's the worst that can happen? Get another forward Biden?
I just want weed to be legal. So whoever's going to legalize weed. So
Not Trump.
you don't think Trump will legalize weed?
He wasn't even talking about it in his last campaign.
No, he didn't.
He wouldn't speak one word about it.
No.
Every time they asked him about it, nothing.
So either way, I'm voting Libertarian, whoever it is, or Green, or Green, whoever. I'm done. I'm done voting for the same old crap. Not that I do. I always voted for Libertarian.
I'm done having the same old crap.
I'm done with all you voting for the same old crap.
Mm.
All you. Well, maybe not you. Maybe not you watching us, but the rest of you who aren't watching us.
Personally, yeah.
The people that watch us are probably pretty woke and probably enlightened. So yeah, the Libertarian Party and the Green Party will have their stuff coming up soon, and we'll have an answer for you.
Nice. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Boy, what a bunch of crap. None of these guys excite me. Well, Jon Stewart would excite me. Is Jon Stewart running really? Let's see. Let's see if it's Jon Stewart. We know John. I think it's right. Jon Stewart, Libertarian. Let's see. Oh, it's not that Jon Stewart. It's a pro wrestler. It's a pro wrestler.
Really?
Yeah. This guy here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who he was, but he probably had a mask on or something, maybe.
Don't matter. I ain't voting for him. Wait. Show me that one more time.
You gotta no.
For half a second, he kind of looked like Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I can't vote for him just the way he looks. Does that make me racist? I can't vote for just the way on your looks. I'm not going to vote for you just because of the way you look. Damn, and he's. Ugh. You got to be kind of good looking at least to be president.
Yeah, you gotta have like that appeal.
You got to have a appeal to the ladies, and you got to be just kind of a little swagger to you. This guy looks goofy. He looks like Curly Howard.
Yeah, funny thing is, I'm trying to figure out how Biden got in this. If those were the qualifications.
He got in there because he was a vice president to Obama. That's why.
Boom.
That's why.
Boom,
The only
what's
reason
dynamite?
he would never win by himself.
He rode that coattail.
Yep. He would have gotten in 2020 or whatever the first one. It was 2020. Yeah. But he decided not to run because his son had died and he was whatever. So he still had that going for him. The vice that's incumbency from Obama. He still had that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but that won't last. That ain't gonna last now. People are fed up.
Oh, we're tired of him.
Even Democrats are like, what the, jeez, Joe.
Like, we don't care how many student loans you get rid of. You gotta do something else.
Joe, you need to retire, Joe. They're probably telling him to retire, and he doesn't want to retire.
You probably don't even know what that is right now. Retire? I don't want to do that. I'm not trying to retire. I can't retire. Wait, where's retire?
I do what I want.
I'm Joe. I do what I want.
Joe, you've been in the bathroom for an hour. Please. Enough, Joe.
Oh my God, I told you not to eat that quiche.
Joe. Joe, get out of the bathroom.
I can't. Ew.
I heard Donald Trump has a gold-plated toilet.
I don't want to know. Unnecessary. You know how heavy that would be to lift just the toilet seat? Like, some things are just not practical.
I'm sure he just have someone bring it in a forklift.
It's not practical. Like, what do you have to reinforce the floor to put a solid gold toilet? Like, come on, bro.
There's rich people problems.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
I
don't want that either.
I don't need it.
Even if I could afford it, I don't want it.
I don't want it. I want a toilet with a cushion and molds to my ass when I sit down. I don't want to get up with no ass cramps. Can we do that?
I want a bidet. You ever see the bidets?
Yeah, I like it. 3 seashells.
My 3 seashells.
That's what it was. That's what a bidet was. 3 seashells.
It's a seashell. You fill up one.
No,
You just scrape it off.
no,
What do? You scrape your butt with the shell?
no.
What do you do?
Seashells was
What do you do? Lasers?
it's water.
Water.
It's just like a bidet, but they just called it the 3 seashells.
Oh, the shells are in your.
Were the bidet. So basically, one was to I believe the way a bidet works. I've never used one, but one squirts water. It's another one that does something else, and then one dries. So
One dries it.
it washes your ass.
How do you get them in your butt?
What do you mean? It's a water squirter. It squirts
Oh,
water.
they don't go in your
ass.
butt. From outside in? They work from outside in.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a shell.
Okay.
This is 3 seashells. So it squirts the water from the bidet in your butt,
Right.
and then there's another thing to dry it. And I guess one of the other seashells did something else. I can't remember at the very, very moment what it was, but
You walked in on a great conversation.
you sure did. Somebody. No.
Talking about bidets.
No.
No.
Put it down.
N-O. No! No, 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 no. No!
Coming.
No!
Hey, look. You know what, Adam? I expect it. Oh. You know what? Because when I told you I don't smoke what you had, it's like, I respect it.
can smoke it, boy.
No. I'm just saying, like, you won't smoke it. I'm like, you can smoke what you were smoking, but I'm not smoking it. Hey, where's the background music? Or did you turn it off? You turned it off? You probably don't even know where it was.
I have it. Oh.
I told you don't even know where it is.
Ain't it right, my damn boy?
That shit is gone. You could do it easily too, to be completely honest.
I'm 3/4 of the way there.
What kind of computer you have?
3 different books. That's not about.
It's about what you want to say? You're putting your thoughts down? Getting more? What? Has to be something.
It'll happen.
Okay. You're just not ready yet. I can dig that. Yeah, you can move that.
Box, sorry. Yeah, just go put that box over yonder.
Yeah. That's a Woodruff vest.
We just had Pat Duff on about talking about that book. Pretty amazing.
Sir,
It's cool.
be easy with that box. It's about $500 in there.
No, that's.
No, I'm joking. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. It's very well packed in there. You can throw it across the room. It'll be fine.
Well, I was about to do that. Maybe on the way out.
It'll be fine.
That
Yeah,
thing's
right.
crazy.
You can pick it up.
So when you're in a video game, when you're getting shot, you feel it.
Everything. Yep.
You feel someone shooting you.
Even in a movie.
Or a movie.
If you're watching a movie, something blow up, you feel it.
I went to a movie theater one time. It was the movie Earthquake. And the movie theater was supposed to have this thing where the seats would shake.
Earthquake?
Remember that movie Earthquake?
No.
Years ago.
How many?
Oh, this has been the 70s, probably late 70s.
Bro.
Remember
Wasn't
that?
even born.
You remember that?
Wasn't even born.
So what?
How can I remember?
You've seen old movies.
Not like that. I was a kid when those movies was popping. So by the time the 90s hit, it was like, I ain't cared nothing about the 70s. It was like, it meant nothing to me.
This is a great book.
So yeah, no, that era completely went over my head. Music and all.
That's a good movie. I got to find out who was in that. A motorcycle rider. It was like Evil Knievel.
Really?
And yeah, he was like outrunning the earthquake. Pretty cool.
That's kind of, yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Not in the 70s though.
In the 70s.
It's kind of weird to sound like, I mean, what they have, rocks and stuff falling, and I mean, that's probably the limit of what they could really do. Just have stuff falling behind him as he's running around.
Well, let's put it on. We can laugh at it.
Oh, hey.
We just can't put the audio on.
Yeah, turn it off. We good. I want to see. Silent movies are hilarious too.
I love. Well, I put the.
It's
captions.
okay. I can read lips.
Well, there's a lot of girls wearing yoga pants nowadays, so yeah, I get it. Oh.
Adam, you wouldn't happen to have 2 AA batteries in your pocket, would you? It was just an off
You got
chance.
2 AA batteries?
It was an off chance.
Oh, you happen to see me?
You said, is that a D battery in your pocket? Or you just happen to see me? Please don't answer that. It was only a joke.
Oh my.
Oh,
baby.
My guy come prepared. I like him.
Oh, stoner moment. What was I looking for? The movie.
Earthquake.
Stoner
yeah.
movie. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, thanks. Huh? Oh no. He tried to get me.
I'll smoke some hash. Oh yeah, smoke some hash.
He tried to get me. I don't like it.
Smoke some hash, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
He
How was it?
Oh,
said,
yeah.
put it on your lip, they said.
Oh yeah.
Till it started burning. What you need?
Okay, I'm sending it over to your TV.
Oh, that's a cracker.
It's coming over to your TV. 1974. Oh, this tastes amazing. What kind of weed is this?
That's Pineapple Express and hash.
No.
You want this. You want this in your life. You need this in your life.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
You need this in your life.
No. For the last time.
You need this in your life.
For the last time,
Oh my
hell
God.
no. Oh, I don't think so. You can't get me. I don't want none of your cracky.
Charlton Heston's in this.
Oh my God. Damn, this is old.
Ava Gardner's in this.
He died right after this movie.
George Kennedy's in this.
He was so old, he died right after this movie.
Lauren Green.
Damn.
Are you kidding me? What?
Genevieve Bujold.
Okay.
Bujold.
Richard Roundtree.
Oh my God. I'm watching it.
Marjo Gortner.
Who? Barry Sullivan.
Sullivan.
I don't know that guy. I don't know him. Lloyd Nolan.
Nolan.
No, I thought it was the other guy.
Victoria Principal. Ooh, hubba hubba.
I like her name.
Oh my God.
Too many to go through. We don't do co-stars.
Just co-stars. We don't care.
I'll get Pedro Mendez Jr.
Oh my God. What is this? This smells really good.
It does. What happened to that background music? You got to get this together. We need a sound guy.
I have sound here.
I don't want that.
Oh, wrong sound.
No.
I only have one thing queued up at a time here.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That smells really good.
It does, even from here. Oh no!
What's
It's
the-
going. Oh no! It's fun.
One or both.
Oh, one of both. Oh,
Adam, can you eat that? Really?
yeah.
I would decarb it first.
You said to who the what?
I would decarb it first.
What's that mean?
Oh, decarb it.
What does that mean?
Activate with heat.
Activate with heat. That's the right way to say it.
Okay, so I would have to put it in a pot and kind of like make it liquidy first, or the microwave make it liquidy.
There's a decarboxylation chart
Yes.
which shows you, it's a graph that shows you how long for what temperature you should do for.
Usually 20 minutes for 220 degrees. That's a good number. 220 degrees for 20
I don't know. Why
minutes.
don't you pull it up? The decarb chart.
Okay,
Google it.
fine. Decarb chart on Google, and I will share with you at home. And we will learn together today.
He said, I don't do crack. Huh? Bro,
Decarb chart. Decarb chart. Decarb chart. Decarb chart.
Sorry. There you go. There's the decarb chart.
Decarb chart. Okay, so there's the decarb chart. So at the time of
it's crunchy.
So if you're gonna heat it
Make it bigger.
for
You gotta try to read this one mouse.
no, if you're gonna heat it for 7 minutes, you want to heat it to 293 Fahrenheit. If you're gonna heat it for 27 minutes, you want to heat it for at 252 Fahrenheit. And if you're gonna heat it at for 51 minutes, you want to heat it at 223 Fahrenheit. So the longer you heat it, the lower you want the temperature. But
Yeah,
but there's a sweet spot, because if you heat it for too hot,
You burn it.
you burn it, and if you don't heat it hot enough, you won't decarb it. So there's a sweet spot on this graph between the ends, between
Gotcha.
the left side and the right side. If you were to plot all possible combinations of heat and time.
So you saying I should put it in something, cover it, and stick it in the air fryer?
air fryer,
Because you can
No,
regulate
should-
the
no, you
temperature
should
of
use
an air
the
fryer.
oven. You should use the oven,
oven.
because then at least you know what temperature it is. Or you should use a
Well, the temperature is on an air fryer.
yeah, but it doesn't. You gotta test the temperature to make sure it actually is at that temperature.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah, that part.
Mhm.
That part. You might have to watch it a lot. So I get it. I understand, sir.
half and half. You got alcohol?
Yeah, on the desk.
Okay, good.
Do you see that smile?
Jungle pie and what?
I don't remember. Hold on.
Lemon.
Scotty.
Biscotti.
Oh, the biscotti. Yeah.
Woo!
No.
Wow. Literally just yanking on that like taffy.
It's
Sticky.
It's like taffy over there. Look at this. It's like the Candy Man. It's like you ever watch someone make
Break it up?
candy? So, oh.
Adam, just go take it and put it in the fridge or the freezer real quick.
Yeah.
For a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And you'll be
I didn't know
good.
there was a freezer here.
Yeah, it's right there.
On
You'll be
top.
good.
Right up top.
I hate when that happens.
I love taffy.
When it get real hot and you just touch it, it's all over you. Yeah, it won't come off. Can't stand it.
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it. The hell? Oh, that's the ice packet.
Are you feeling kind of
Yeah,
sad?
bro, it wouldn't even come on.
Are you feeling kind of sad, dude?
No.
Yeah.
What in the world is that?
No.
Yo, that's a blazer with a drop top on the back and nothing on it with a T-top in the front. I can't take it. What is happening?
It's Charlton Heston. He can do what he wants.
They said make me a custom car, and I don't want no windows in
Yeah.
the back.
Do something
We in
different.
Cali,
Make it cool. We're in Cali. Make it cool.
and you could tell they in Cali from the hills and the valleys. They just looking down over.
Nobody will know what this car is now. Well, yeah, we know what it is.
It's a Bronco. Have a seat. Reevaluate your statement.
Yeah. So
I think the only person I'm gonna recognize in this movie is Richard Roundtree. I wasn't into white actors when I was a kid.
I think he's the Evil Knievel guy.
Who? White guy? Black guy?
Richard Roundtree. I think I forget his name in here.
The black guy?
Yeah.
Is the evil?
Yeah.
They would do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's cool.
I don't know.
It's good.
Sounds like exploitation to me.
He's the best character in the. Well, he's the best character.
Of course, because he's shucking and jiving. Like I said, sounds like exploitation to me. Well, I guess I gotta wait and see. Always on the conspiracy theory list.
He don't tap dance.
Show me something.
He don't tap dance and grin.
Show me something. Jeez Louise, I ain't seen nothing but this guy half the movie.
Well, it's his movie. Oh no, that's not him.
But hold up, he ain't do nothing but been walking.
That's not even him. That's not him. Oh look,
Nah,
they're flooded
I
already.
don't believe it. You just opened the door, and the door opened inward with water.
Yeah.
Nah, B. You know how much pressure was on the back of that door?
Yeah, what happened there?
That was trash.
Whoa,
He drowned.
he's dead.
Oh, that guy, great. You know what they had to do to make him look like that, right? They made him sit in the pool for 2 hours before he did the scene.
He get all wrinkly.
Yeah, get all nice and wrinkly and white. Now go! Shoot the scene. Hurry up before he dry off.
Hurry up.
Faster before he dries.
Just spray him down. Spray him down with water again.
He said, no, lay him back in the hot bath. Whoa. That's what I would have did. Not this guy.
Oh yeah, look at these.
It's your boy. Where's he
Yeah.
from?
He's from Naked Gun.
No.
What's he from?
TV.
Oh, he's on a lot of TV shows.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mission Impossible?
Yes.
George Kennedy. Can I play in here? This is always fun.
Bam, bam,
Bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam, bam.
bam, 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 bam. I wonder who came up with that and how was they when they did it. That sounds wonderful. We're gonna go with that. You know working?
We have tool.
Did I confuse? Oh,
Scooper or something.
on the desk. Everything's on the desk.
Looks very frustrated. I don't like getting my hands sticky neither. Cause when the weed's sticky, I'll be bad.
There should be. There's alcohol over there,
Yeah, right up top, right there.
so you could take the dabber and put some alcohol on it and
Yeah, the
use it.
bottle.
There's a whole bottle of alcohol there.
Just on your finger, you squeeze like this, then you pick a paper towel very wet and you squeeze again. It come off.
And then there's a dabber
Well,
over there, standing up probably.
Well, if you use the paper towel, that works even better. So wet the paper towel with that, and then
I just did that for my hands.
I have a wipe if you want to wipe. I have a wipe.
I don't think he wants our help. Leave him alone.
I have a man wipe.
I think he's going to figure it out for himself, which is fine.
Why do they call them man wipes?
I guess they're stronger than any regular wipes.
And you bought into it.
No, I didn't buy a man wipe.
I
I
agree
saw
with that.
somebody with them, and I thought that was like weird.
It's weird.
Man wipe?
I got dude wipes.
Yeah, exactly.
A dude wipe, or is it dude wipe?
Yeah, dude
Dude
wipes.
wipe.
I got dude wipes.
What do you wipe with that?
Your hands?
You're not allowed to wipe your female parts with it because you're a man.
But do you wipe your
It's just bullshit marketing.
your balls, like when your balls get stuck to your leg?
No. It's literally
So different than other wipes.
extra strength, like wipes from when you're underneath your car, you're doing something, your hands get dirty.
Why do men need more strength than women?
No, you just need more strength in those wipes because if you use a regular wipe, your finger will go through it trying to wipe grease or oil or something
That's
off
not
of
what
it.
dude wipes are.
Why can't we have gender neutral wipes?
I have them upstairs. I can go get them for you.
So
I can go get them. They're not vacuum. You can't put those in the toilet. They're too thick. They're too thick.
They're made for your dick hole.
And you read it. It says for heavy duty.
They're made for balls
I had
and
this shit for years.
it's for your balls.
That's not the one I saw in the store.
Really?
So they sell it in the bathroom.
I mean, we don't even have to go through this conversation. We can.
No, you
Google
need to come on the mic and talk about
But
it.
you can show me exactly what you're talking about from Google. That's crazy. No, not at all. Absolutely not. I take your word for
I'll
it.
bet you that it's the same company and they just
Yeah, they just did something different with it. Because like I said, I got mine before.
One for your ass.
Bro, I got mine before a while ago. And that's what it was for. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I kept it. It's like, okay, that's cool. It very well might be the same company.
Did you find it?
I'm gonna see if I have some.
Okay.
I should have some.
No!
All right. Oh, look, there's.
No! N-O. No!
Hash pipe.
No. No!
Squeak.
No!
Nope. Why didn't you put that in there? Nope.
Are you feeling kind of sad too? You're are you feeling mad? Are you feeling kind of sad too?
Smells like cake, doesn't it? So you telling me it don't smell like cake?
Hold on.
That's a lot.
Oh my.
What in the
Come on.
world? Hey, Merry
This is
Christmas.
stinky.
Merry Christmas.
Yo, look at this. That's.
You hear me yet?
Merry Christmas. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
Look at this.
A new
That's the biscotti.
serious smash burger
It smells great.
player at
Is that you?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn the phone off. Wasn't even supposed to play the video. Hey, Ed,
Yeah.
that background music would be great right now.
I know it would. No, it went away.
Yeah, what are you doing, dead air?
Yeah, it's dead air. Like,
I'm smoking. I'm getting stoned.
bro, hit that
Screw y'all.
background music. Stop playing it. Find it.
No, I'm trying to get stoned now.
a new series.
Besides, is anyone listening? If there's no listening, it's not dead air.
Hold on. I don't even know where it is.
Oh, that looks so good.
I took it down. I took it down and I put it somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I did with it. It's in here somewhere. It's in here. And it's in your
My folder.
MPC folder. And then you had,
A folder with just beats in it.
oh yeah, you had beats. It was just like this one.
That's one of them. That's not the one.
Yeah, you're.
The good times. Oh.
Are they gonna flag us for that?
Might take it off.
Okay.
The internet works now?
Yeah, those bastards.
It's terrible.
How about the other one?
Yeah, the other one, that's mine. You could rock all day.
Where was that one?
I don't know. You found it randomly. I don't even recognize the language of this computer. I'm a PC guy.
Okay, lefty.
It's crackle.
I'm gonna find it. Hold on.
You make this stuff?
Not that.
Well, any of it.
The RSO I make. Oh yeah, you need RSO?
Yes, please. You'd be my favorite person in the whole world.
You need grams?
Mad. Are you feeling kind of sad too? You're. Are you mad?
I'm not sure I can play that one either. I don't think I can play that one either. This looks like, nah, that's not going to work. No, I can't play that either. So I'm not going to even do that. No. This stuff has to be set up ahead of time. Otherwise, it's just like a waste of air. Dead air. Oh, my goodness. All right. Appreciate that. What? The electronic one. Oh, are you feeling mad?
Who's mad?
Are you feeling kind of sad too? You're. Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling kind of sad too? Yeah.
What's that?
Propane gas.
I'm not sure if I want to smell that.
Yeah, that one's pretty good actually. That's the one I thought I had. This is that. I thought that was that.
Oh, that's not bad. I like the color. I know that'll have you up all night.
Oh, that smells great. That smells really good too.
It's an old school kind of smells. That one. Which one?
Garlic burger. I love this one. Oh, this is my favorite.
Apparently, that's his too.
My
It's pretty good.
Because this one's pretty low.
It's the end of it.
favorite.
Just the end. So I've just been smoking out the butt of it.
That's
oh,
good.
garlic butter. Burger.
Good stuff. Yeah, so next this month actually, we'll be at Hot Box for Home Grow
Hot box for home grow.
in Trenton. Hey Bear, can you move that microphone? I mean the camera over a little bit, just a little bit, so we can get Adam in there a little bit, just so we can see him a little bit. There we go. Thank you.
Here I am.
There you are.
Hey.
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 Hey. Hey. Where's my hat?
Hey.
So we're still fighting for home grow, Adam. I don't know when we're going to get it, but we have a new bill number now and a whole new session to fight for.
I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful too. Pat Duff says we should fight for the recreational home grow and then get home grow for patients. Because if we just fight for home grow for patients, then they're going to say, okay, we'll give you that, but only for certain conditions. So if we shoot for the moon, what do you say? Shoot for the moon, and we may reach the sky.
That's one way to do it. He's right.
Yeah,
That's
just
one way to
shoot
do
for
it.
the moon and you may hit the sky.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
That's his exact words. You said shoot for the moon, you may hit the sky.
so we'll do the
I'm known for saying a similar thing.
so let's fight for a recreational home grow then, and we'll get medical.
Possibly.
The thing is though, there's patients that need specific strains, like Andrea needs specific strains.
Did that work out?
So
Oh, that's right. You had that.
Yeah.
You ended up with that.
Yes. I donated, but yeah. That worked out fine. All right, right on. We're back on the air.
Nice.
I am. My dipper's a
You
little.
put your number.
There we go.
Cash it.
Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling kind of sad too? You're. Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling kind of sad too? You're. Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling?
Marina, there will be bathrooms at the State House. There are going to be open bathrooms. The library will be open, and the museum will be open for bathrooms. The porta potty is $350, and it's really a cost issue for us right now this year. We just don't have the money that we could spend that money on something else right now, because there are bathrooms available. If it was an issue like Thanksgiving, we would have to get a porta potty. But since there are bathrooms available, we're not getting a porta potty. You can go into the State House also. We're going to have people going into the State House, like Pat Duff, to go talk to senators and assemblymen and try to get a poll on how many people would support home grow for patients or for recreational use. So they're going to be lobbying also that day. So it's going to be pretty cool. Ah.
Are you feeling mad?
Are you mad?
Yeah, now I'm mad. I dropped my dipper again.
You're what?
My dipper. This is my dipper.
What happened to your dipper?
This is my dipper. This is my gun. This is for fighting. This is for fun.
Can you put bubble hash in your dipper? We'll gump it up.
No, we could put that in the rig, though. I'll go get the rig. Let's make it a real party. Okay.
Let's take care of everything.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. Wow. I'm trying to find music here and I just can't. I just don't have it. I can't see. First of all, I can't see, so I have to get up and go over here. Totally unprepared. And, you know, this is the thing when you're the host and the engineer and the producer and all that together. It's kind of rough when you have a streamlined show. But I'm going to try to find these songs. There we go.
Yeah, produce some songs.
Are you feeling kind of sad?
Are you mad?
They said time away gonna do him well, but I got back out. Now I'm mad as hell. Fake ass peers, always talking shit, talk your talk, punk. You're gonna get hit. Sick of the phony ass people. When I come to 38 and I wrote the sequel. If I pour to the steel conquers all. Blast, 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 and I watch them all fall.
Okay, there we go. We got tunes we can throw to now.
Tunes.
We got tunes. No dead air. Oh man, I'm freaking high.
Yeah.
I'm high as hell, man. I got that going on too. So you know, what can I say? What can I say? It would be nice if we had a producer and like a sound guy and all that to just like, hey, do this, do that, do this, do this, do that, do this. That'd be great.
Put him on salary.
What is this?
Time bomb.
When I smoke off the Buddha, I got the groove on. Got a straight up trick on the food time, boot time. While you talk about stress, turn my back on the people who in distress. Cause your back's turned on me, so I say fuck it. Why ask no more? I'm gonna take my shit, cause right about now my power will turn your back on me, punk, and bam, I'm gonna drop ya. Talk about a bomb threat. I ain't through yet, I'm blowing up my tracks. While you gonna break, can't get nothing but. We're so bigger, we're super Tarantino type nigga. Talk about a bomb threat. I ain't true yet, I'm blowing up my tracks. When you're gonna break, can't get nothing but. We're so bigger, so hardcore now. How you gonna be it? Oh yeah, with the bomb threat, nothing but a bomb threat. One time on your mind with a bomb threat. It's a bomb threat. One time with a bomb threat. Bomb with the bomb threat. I ain't true, come on. One time for my mind. Ain't true yet with the bomb threat. Bring it down one time, come on now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like a what? Like, time bomb. Boom. I'm gonna explode when I step out on the street. I'm gonna lock and load. They said time away's gonna do it well, but I got back out. Now I'm mad as hell. Fake ass peers, always talking shit. I talk your talk, punk. You're gonna get hit. Sick of the phony punk ass people. When I got the 38 and I wrote the sequel. Talk about a ball threat. I ain't true yet. I'm blowing up my tracks. When you're gonna break, can't get nothing but. We're so bigger, we're super Tarantino type nigga. Talk about a ball threat. I ain't true yet. I'm blowing up my tracks. When you're gonna break, can't get nothing but. We're so bigger, so hardcore now. How you gonna be a ball? Yeah, come on, threat, nothing but a bomb threat. One time for your mind, in 99 with the wall, with the bomb threat. Bomb, with the bomb threat. I ain't true yet. Me and JB, with the bomb threat. Don't break, bring it down, come on now. Bring it down one time, oh yeah. One time with the bomb threat. For your mind, in 99 with the bomb threat. Don't break, nothing but.
Okay, it's now officially a FICO party.
FICO,
FICO party.
not fecal.
Oh no, not that.
Well, I mean, if it was that,
No.
if it were that, we wouldn't say it.
Of course not.
Either you knew, if you know, you know.
It got
Oh, God, that's dirty.
disgusting. Wait.
So dirty.
That is disgustingly satisfying.
Imagine if that was your butt, how good that would feel.
No, that would not.
That would feel great.
No, it wouldn't.
That would feel amazing.
No,
How
it wouldn't.
horribly immodest.
Now, you could literally ask me why.
All right, why?
said that.
Why'd you say that?
Okay, since we don't want to get into detail. All right. You ever had to go to the bathroom like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and what was your ass screaming right after? It wasn't
Now
screaming.
we go back to talking about that bidet now, right?
Yeah, that's a hot shit.
Yes, that's a very, very
Uncomfortable, hot.
uncomfortable
Yeah, that's
shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't want that. No, that would
Don't you want the bidet to be hosing you down as it's coming
No.
out?
Oh, that would be nice.
no. because it's gonna splash everywhere. So that bidet ain't gonna get your whole ass.
But that bidet gets your whole ass.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't spray your whole ass. It sprays in
You gotta
between.
wiggle around a little bit.
Yeah, you can wiggle your butt to make it go where you want.
It's literally a stream.
It's a stream, right?
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
stream.
It's a warm stream, though.
Of course.
No, just get the Japanese bidet. It's what they're better.
Oh yeah, it got that little thing that go all the way down.
There's
and
a
it's
little
kinda
joystick and everything.
wild.
You can aim that shit.
You can aim it.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
The more you spend, it's more like there's a little butt cleaning robot with water jets that knows what to do. Like the more you
like a little hand comes out and wipes your ass clean,
basically,
and then it dries it with air.
Basically,
filtered air, so it don't get no germs back on.
Filtered air.
You get filtered air on your
Filtered.
ass.
Of course, you have to have filtered
I mean,
air.
you know the seat is heated, right?
Oh shit! Wait!
All right.
Wait! This is a deal sealer for me. Okay, is it cushioned? Does it have cushion?
The one that I have used, not at my house, but it was heated but not cushioned. But it was contoured.
Contoured is
Yeah, no,
not-
it wasn't flat. It was like, you know.
I might save my legs from falling asleep. I mean, that's a good one. I'll go with that. Contoured is nice.
I can go for that.
You know, race car
I liked
seats
it.
aren't that comfortable per se, but they're contoured, so it makes it comfortable.
No, you're right. It was like a bucket seat, but
Yeah.
but not.
Yeah, it's like a bucket seat. It molds to the the bottom. Hopefully, depending on who you are. Huh?
The walk to the shitter is about football field.
I think I'm gonna take mine right here. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
The world is your toilet.
Yeah, you can really go wherever you want.
Facts.
If you wear a toga, you can just walk around the State House lawn, squat,
And take a poop.
and
Get up,
poop,
walk away.
and then walk away.
You can use your toga.
Yeah, but that's what made Rome special.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. That's why they wore robes. Easy access.
They had shit sponges in Rome.
Yeah.
They had a sponge that you would share.
No.
Like if we shit together.
I don't want it.
And then they.
Did you hear me?
And then they
Did
wonder
you
why.
hear me?
They wonder why they died.
Did you hear
There's only
me?
one sponge. There's only one sponge. We have to
Did you
share it.
hear me?
We have to share it.
My
It's
ass
only one sponge.
would not be wiped. Are you listening to me?
That's a shitty situation.
My ass would not be wiped. It would stay the same all day, because it doesn't matter whether I wipe it or not. It's gonna smell like your ass.
If you had your own shit sponge, somebody may borrow it. And then what are you gonna do?
For money.
That would insinuate that I would give it to you. And that would be a hell no.
Somebody could steal your shit sponge.
Why would I put it in a place if it's that fucking valuable? Why would I put it somewhere where you could just take it? Get the fuck on.
No, you put it in your pocket, in your shit pocket.
No, you hide that motherfucker. You play with me. Touch my shit sponge if you want to. I'm gonna take it across your face. Hold that. Do it again.
Talking about Rome, they probably like that.
Yeah, right? Do it again, shit face.
Invictus.
We got time for you, sucker.
Where's the puppet?
I don't know. It was on the floor in the disappeared. Oh, Adam put him over there.
We have a shit puppet.
Adam put him over there. You see that? So we went from music to shitting?
That's better. Well, we're
Jeez.
talking about shit.
I mean, the shitting led to the shit talk.
They all sat in a room together, and they would all shit,
They would all share the same shit sponge.
and they would share the shit sponge, and they would also have a shit knife, and they would have a knife next to you.
That's not true. You didn't need to cut it.
People would cut their shit.
Whose shit needs to be
fucking
cut?
Look it up.
for?
Look it up.
Why?
Shit knife.
Why?
A shit knife.
Why?
I don't have it.
Why?
It's a thing.
Why?
Not my thing.
Why?
It's a thing.
If you read it was there,
What
there's a
would you
reason
have
why.
to? What would you have to be eating in order for your
Thank you.
shit to be like that?
Did-
Where
didn't
you
it-
where it's like where it's so long, it's not going to come out, and you just need to cut it off and then keep going later. Like
I
that
was
just
gonna
sounds-
say
that sounds
that.
anatomically incorrect.
Thank you. Thank
Just
you.
physiologically
It
incorrect.
doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Why? Why would you need that? I was also going to say, I wonder what they actually ate at that time and what it smelled like, because I can't imagine. I just can't.
It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in a laundry room, only to be used for shitting.
Why? You still didn't tell me why. I need answers.
It's for slicing your poop.
Oh, no. After you shit, then you cut it up and share it with your family.
You eat it. I got it.
You eat
I understand.
That
Makes sense.
makes more sense.
That makes sense.
Than having to actually
Just
you wouldn't use a knife.
slice it off your
use
butt.
a damn scissor. Use a scissor. Come on.
Just slice it off. I don't want. You're going to hit a dog or a cat. I promise. Lefty's on a rampage. Watch out. Told you. You killed the cat or the baby dog. Gonna get the big dog now. Oh, he sent his ass off the side. Lefty don't like dogs. Just kidding.
It's a game. It's a game.
Just kidding.
Oh man. Jesus. So yeah,
Who you want to smoke with?
it's so your toilet doesn't clog. Also, there's a lot of reasons for it.
Okay, I can understand that. So the toilet don't clog. So I can understand the slicing now because they didn't have what you might call official plumbing. So they had to slice it so that it didn't clog the toilet.
For big ones, not regular poops,
Yeah,
but
yeah, the
big
big ones.
poops.
So,
If
you
you
know-
took a big one,
Okay, so basically you tell me that was their plunger.
it was like a plunger kind of. If
A preventative plunger.
emergency
So
plunger,
yeah.
preactive,
Yeah.
proactive plunger.
Yeah. How about some water? Just a suggestion. You know, if you gotta go, you just think to yourself, let me go get a bucket of water so I can pour it down this hole when I'm done.
No. It's what is you shit on a table, and as the shit's coming out, you wiggle your butt away from the shit, and then you cut it off on the table and you flick it like that. Like that doesn't none of it makes any sense, right? None of it makes any sense.
None of them.
None of these things make sense, Lefty. I call bullshit.
You can Google it. Just saying, it's
Cut
on
the shit, Lefty.
It's on the internet.
I think you're making that shit up.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
on his side.
Come on. Mine was the best pun. Cut the shit. Cut the shit, Lefty.
Cut the shit. I ain't even catch that. Thank you.
It's a family thing. Families have their own family
Look,
night.
Cut the shit for this shit knife. That could be a stand-up bit if you ended with that part. All right, cut the shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's good.
Quick question, Lefty. Quick question. Did they have running water? That's a real question.
When?
Yeah, when they had the shit night. Was there running water?
Hey, Lefty, catch this.
It doesn't say what year. Okay, send it down here. Give it a good. Give it a good
torque.
Good one. Yeah. Maybe more.
There's a dog driving.
There's a dog driving that thing.
You give my sweat underneath that. It's cold. Jeez.
Yeah, sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and then the vortex of the draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. And you don't want your
Okay,
turds
so they
mocking
did have
you.
running water.
You don't want turds mocking you. You never want your turd laughing at you.
Just looking
No.
back at you like,
No.
I'm still here, bitches.
I'm here. No.
I ain't going nowhere, bitches.
Have you ever taken a shit and not looked
No,
at
I
it?
haven't.
And not looked at it?
No.
You always look at it.
I have to.
I always look at it. Do you, Adam? Do you always look at your poo?
You mean like out of curiosity?
Yeah, just after you're done looking at it.
Usually you would have to put effort into looking away when you get up and then you turn around to flush it. So like, yeah, I always see it, but it's not like, let me look. I always see it because it's in my field of vision when I flush my toilet.
You're looking at it though.
No, I don't really stop and be like,
You don't really have to look at it when you turn around and flush. There's times where I've turned around and flushed and didn't look down. I remember because I thought to myself, shit, I didn't look.
All right. I always look. I want to see what came out of me.
I need to know
I feel like I just gave birth to something.
what color it was. Was it
Mhm.
floating?
Mm-hmm.
The roundness of it.
Is there
the
blood in it?
thickness, You know, the color, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
I understand. It's
Need to know.
looking at,
There's
but-
something wrong. I want to know.
Yeah.
Corn. I want to see the corn in there.
Yeah, if they're
See that-
killing me
wanna see
faster
that
than I need to
corn?
die, I need to know now. Preventative measures. You can't kill me faster than I want to go. Mm-mm.
Sometimes if it comes out ribbony, like with like ribbons in it and like loose, keep track of that.
Not just you. You were on there, buddy. Did you hear the silence? Crickets. I don't want that.
You're right. What? Huh?
Pink. Yeah.
That was almost a leaner. I hit the weed, didn't I?
Yeah.
I hit the joint.
You hit my, you hit my blunt.
Shit.
What's in here?
What is that weed, Adam?
Oh, that's
Garlic cookie? No.
No, that's
Smart.
that's Pineapple Express mixed with Runts 33.
Ooh, run
No. I'm sorry. That's the Harlem 21 mixed with Runts 33. So Harlem 21 is that's a haze cross with some gassy weed, and then Runts is Runts. So yeah, that's what that is.
Runts is runts.
Runts is Runts.
Runts is always.
When Runts is good, Runts is good.
Yeah.
Did you see the Runts?
That always smells good.
So refreshing.
Smells like candy.
Oh.
Like stinky, spicy candy.
Bro, I can't open that. You be killing me.
Oh.
It took me 5 minutes to open this last time.
I have carpal tunnel from using opening these things.
Yeah, I can't. Bro, I can't do it.
You have to have a certain way of doing it, I think. Yeah.
Even that way.
Even that way?
Stressful to do it over and over.
Oh my God, that smells amazing. Jesus. Yeah, I'm done with that.
I think I'm done smoking weed for the day.
No, I'm just done with that. I don't like the paper.
No, we don't
Oh. The paper.
What don't you like about it?
It's harsh for me.
Compared to the Dutch.
Absolutely, it's not a Dutch.
I mean, compared to the tobacco.
Yeah, compared to the leaf that I use. Yeah, much.
I used to smoke all kinds of different tobacco, Dutches and leaves and backwoods and all kinds of different things. I think you just get used to whatever you're used to. You know what I mean? And then things that are different than that, it's like, fuck, that's harsh. It's true.
It really is.
Because like
It's
I used to
fucking
smoke blunts, only only tobacco. Like that was it. And now it's like, man, if Snoop Dogg passed me a blunt, I would hit it, but I don't know if I'd hit it the second time. You know what I mean? Like my mom passed me a blunt, I would tell her to roll a joint. I wouldn't take it. You know, like so tobacco and me are just.
What's your favorite?
Well, I used to smoke blunts, like I said, exclusively blunts. And then one day I realized that if I had to like run, I smoked so many blunts that if I had to like run to save my life, like if there was something trying to kill me and my friends or whatever, it would get me because I couldn't, my cardio was so fucked from smoking all these blunts. So I switched to joints, hemp papers.
Hemp paper, yeah.
And
I don't like it.
It got better.
First time I smoked hemp paper, it didn't make me choke, but it really, really was harsh here. I felt it for a couple of days.
Elements rice papers, I think, are those are the lightest papers. Those are the lightest papers, but it's not hemp. So it's like
it's hard to roll too.
Practice.
Things break for no reason. I'm playing with that paper. You got no time for that. I want to smoke.
Lefty here, smoke this.
My pleasure.
I'm not trying to play. I try to smoke. It's activated, right?
Yeah, no, that's activated. That's been heated. Yeah, you can just eat that.
Yeah.
Me and Lefty just ate some.
I'm about to make me some syrup.
Mix it with something.
And then I'm about to make syrup, so I can put it in my my tea.
Yes. You can put it in your tea directly as that. You can also mix it with honey.
Yeah, I don't.
So
wanna do that.
it's not water soluble. That's oil soluble. So if you use milk or something like that in your tea, mix it with your milk first. All right. So then in that case, just eat it and then drink the tea afterwards. You need something oil based or an emulsifier to mix it and eat so that it's.
Well, yeah. What I do is I'll basically concoct like a syrup for it, and I'll mix it into the syrup. But the sugar first. It doesn't really show up in the drink when you do it. I've had it before. It's actually pretty. I'll show you when I do it. And I'll put it in the drink, and you'll be like, "Okay, that makes sense. I got you. That's good." Look at him choking.
Oh, wow. Damn.
It's a light haze in here, everybody.
It sure is.
Wish we had an exhaust going. Wouldn't have to go in the house smelling like a cannabis plant.
I'm going to do the list now. I want to thank CMMNJ, and they'll be out there. Hot Box for Home Grow on the 25th. Hot Box for Home Grow. Join us on the 25th. Adam, did you see I went to Keyport the other day? Thursday or Wednesday? They got grant money in Keyport to fix the accessibility.
Okay.
And they took away the accessibility.
That's fucked. They pocketed the money.
I don't know what they did with the money. And I don't know what the engineers' parents did with the money. For engineering school.
Ooh, I don't know.
But they didn't follow the ADA, and they were in a lot of trouble, I think.
Man, they need to cut the shit.
Yeah, so they screwed up. So I went there, and this is the town that gave us back a quarter pound of weed. Remember that?
Ooh, yeah.
This dude, David, was a patient. They took a quarter pound of weed from him, and he was acquitted. And he went to get his weed back, and they wouldn't give it back. So we got involved, and we started going there to the council meetings and the police station. And the police lieutenant or captain was really nice, and she helped us get the weed back.
That's amazing. Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
And now she's the chief, and she sits there on the dais with the council, and she's like very involved in the town. I was surprised, and it was good to see her. But it's funny because I had my mask on. I was in my wheelchair, I had my mask on, and she's very well endowed.
Voluptuous.
So she stands in front of me, all smiling. She's a sweetheart. We love her for that. She's great. But she's standing in front of me. She's like, "Can you see?" Now, I have no peripheral in the mask. All I see is right in front of me. And that's all I could see. That's all I could see. And she's like, "Can you see?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see. I can see just fine." And then she's adjusting the microphone. I'm sorry. My whole speech went out the window.
And her plan was executed right on time. What were you saying again, sir?
What? Who?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
I'm sorry, the mic not low enough. Could you fix it again? Just saying.
Huh?
Can you raise the mic again a little higher?
I think you put the mic a little low. Can you raise it up just a little bit?
Can you see? Can you hear? Hold on. I'm going to probably go with you. I'm going to finish the list here.
All right.
Canna Sense, UFCW, Local 152, JacksonStorms.com, Smoking Monkey, Arlo Glass, OpenMachine.com, and SativaCross.org. SativaCross.org. You can donate at the shop.
Please do.
Please do. Please donate at the shop. And our list begins with Cheryl, Sabina, Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lulu, Becky, Luanda, and Jeff.
Can I add someone to this list?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Should have been part of this for a long time. So there was someone in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, not Massachusetts, Rhode Island. That Ann and Alan and I were helping for years, and every time they'd come to me to get hash, and then they'd make him sacrament, and then his cancer would go away, his pancreas cancer, and then when he couldn't get any of that, then he would go to the dispensary and get their stuff, but it wasn't good enough, and his cancer would come back, and that happened a few times, and then he didn't make it one time. And anyways, his name was Chip, and that was and he was like worked in the professional medical field. So like he wrote letters to like the pharmaceutical company that he worked for, and like the hospitals that he worked for, saying, hey, look, this needs to be allowed, more widely available. But Chip made me think of that when you were saying that.
From Massachusetts?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Caregiver. And he was did he grow weed?
No, he was just a guy who was dying of pancreas cancer, and then met Ann Armstrong and got on RSO, and his cancer went away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I helped him. I gave them hash a bunch of times to make him oil so he could beat his cancer, but he didn't go to them, and he died. And he ran out, went to the dispensary instead, and then died. I know, right? It's awful. But anyway, that's why we have the list, so that we remember these people, who should have had better access.
Do they have home grow rights in Rhode Island?
Yeah, Rhode Island is fine now. Rhode Island's got what they need.
But when he was around, maybe not, right?
No. This was like 6-7 years ago already. So there was medical, but people didn't know how to grow their own. Like some people know how to grow their own. Everyone was just like, oh, just go to the dispensary, not knowing the things that we know as experts about, or lay experts. When we say, hey, look, you have to eat the oil, you have to eat it for X amount of time, you can't just not do it. So people are just like, oh, I'll eat it and it'll be fine. It's like, no, there's a certain thing you have to do. Yeah. If you don't do that thing, then you may succumb to your illness
every day. And
so these people, so people don't always follow that. It's just the way it goes. And those people, if they're not, sometimes it doesn't work, So anyway,
diligence is key.
Anyway, so that just reminded me of that, and I figured I'd share before we wrap up.
A gram of Fico a day is a lot.
You don't need a gram a day. I mean, if you want to beat your cancer, like a gram a day, yeah, but like anything every day would probably help. Like, so if you take a maintenance dose only, you may keep your cancer away. But if you stop the maintenance dose, it probably comes right back. But if you take the gram a day, then you might not need a maintenance dose. Unless you've had chemo and radiation, then you probably need the maintenance dose anyway. But, so everyone's situation is different. But something is better than nothing. And, some people can't get enough. Some people just don't, I don't want to say I've forgotten their names, but the amount of people that I've done medical consults with, back me and Jeff, you know Jeff, back when we would do medical consults, we did them all the time, and people just chose to die instead. They had stupid reasons for not trying it. Like they're literally everything. They've exhausted every option, and they're gonna die. And it's like, all right, well, you can try eating this oil, and they're like, nah, that doesn't. I don't think that's gonna work. We mean it's gonna work. Like, Try.
Like, what else?
Like, and then like, yeah, it's just the excuses people would make. It's just, it was irrational. You know, like, hey, did you take the oil? Nah. Is it organic? It's like, what? Is your chemo organic? Is your cancer organic? You know, some people come up with just stupid reasons.
Well, they
And
ask you, what's in it? What's in it?
Yeah, and it got to the point where like I started being curt with people. Like they would say, well, you know, I don't like the way it makes me feel. I'd be like, well, you're gonna feel dead. You like that? Like I said that to someone, you know, and because I was just so tired of it.
Frustrated with their.
I was just so tired of it being life or death shit all the time with
Ignorance.
this, because the only people I was seeing were people who were gonna die of something, like dozens and dozens of people that we saw, you know, like we only saved a fraction of them, not because it didn't work, but because they chose not to take it for one reason or another. Like there was a famous person that we, you know, semi-famous that we helped, and we, you know, I gave her over $1,000 retail out of my own pocket of this oil, different types of oil, to try to eat it. And then, you know, a couple weeks later, hey, she's dead from her brain cancer. And, you know, we reached back out to the family that we, you know, and we're like, hey, what happened? What happened to all the medicine? Like, she had enough. Like, what didn't work? And she's like, they're like, well, she didn't like being high. She didn't like the way it felt. It's like, well, you know, you're going to die, and you don't like the way it felt. It makes you go to sleep. Like, come
It makes you
on.
feel good. Forget that
Never
you
mind
even
feel
have a
good.
problem.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
What's the problem with trying something? Oh, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Well, you know, try it and see if you don't die.
Chemo feels worse.
Chemo, that's what I would think. I would think throwing up all the time, feeling sick all the time. I think that'd be worse than being like, I got the munchies and I'm tired. What's on TV?
Yeah.
You know, like
Mhm.
people are just, it's just so irrational. The reasons are irrational. And I'll say the same thing I always say when I bring this up, which is that I think that after seeing so many people have these bad reasons, which didn't stand up to scrutiny and they didn't care, I think that, you know, life is hard, and Buddhism is right. Life is suffering. Not life is like has suffering in it. No, life is suffering. Like if things are not going good for you, every moment hurts. So like, you know, and it could be emotional pain. Every moment can hurt. So if someone like this, if the universe or God or whatever you want to say, gives this person this, that deals them this hand, well, they weren't going to kill themselves, right? They hated their life, but they're not going to kill themselves. They have obligations, family obligations, whatever it is. You know, you got to stick around. It sucks, but you got to stick around, right? Yeah. I'm just talking for whoever fits this shoe, right? I'm just saying. But now I don't have to do anything. I can eat some opioids to not hurt, and then I can die. So I think that a lot of these people, in my opinion, in my experience from these, you know, this limited cohort, is that these people, there's a part of them that was ready to go. And then when this happened, that part said, all right, well, we didn't choose this, but you know what? We're ready for the break. We're ready to take a break. We're ready to stop. You know, so like, I think that's the only thing that really explained this variety of awful, irrational reasons not to at least try something, you know, because like if you just said to someone, hey, look, oh, you're dying of cancer. Oh, everything you tried didn't work. Here's this experimental medication. Here's this pill, eat it. Do it for this many pills for this many days. Here's this protocol, try it, see what happens. And they'd be like, does it help anyone? Be like, yeah, it actually helps a lot of people, but it hasn't been scientifically proven yet. But it helps lots of people. What do you have to lose? You know, the side effects are minimal. You die anyway is the side effect of doing nothing. Most people would be like, yes, thank you, I'll try anything. But as soon as you pull the mask, like, you know, like that, you know, like it's the bad guy in Scooby-Doo being unmasked at the end. You know,
it's cannabis.
As soon as you show, oh, it's cannabis, they'll be like, oh, no.
It's cannabis. No.
They'll be like, oh, it's weed? No, marijuana? No, thank you.
The last time.
I'll choose death instead. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'd rather die. You know, it's like, it's so that's the irrational part. And that's why we basically stopped doing these things. That's why doing it with sacramental cannabis is better, because people reaching out who are just secular minded and don't have any connection to it in a spiritual sense or a wider sense, and just heard, oh, there's this thing medically that might work. Well, then they're already probably just brainwashed by our medical culture anyway, and but how brainwashed do you have to be literally about to die with pancreas cancer or brain cancer and say, you know what, I'm not gonna try this. It's not worth it for me to try it. That's what I mean. Like the only thing that, the unlicensed psychologist in me says that these people, it's not a death wish, it's death relief. Anyway, not to be so morbid. You want to hear? Let me think of a funny joke to tell.
I like jokes.
I don't know. Cut the shit. I don't know. I don't have any more jokes. But yeah, there's your list. You got to do your thing.
We're good.
Amen.
I know if they talked to Jeff, he would have told them that that oil extended his life by 4 years.
It saved, Jason. It saved his mom's life straight up. His mom had cancer. He gave her the oil. She doesn't have cancer. Like
Right.
That's that. Like, because she didn't say, "Is it organic? Is it? Show me the studies." Like.
What's in it?
She said, "Jason, you use this?" He said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, I trust you. I'll take that before I try anything else." And
No chemo, no rate.
and there you go. And then I'll wrap it up with this. All right. So then the doctor says to her, when your cancer goes away, and it's happened to other people, it's happened to other people. The cancer goes away and they go to the doctor, and then the doctor's like, "Well, your numbers are so low, you basically have no signs of disease anymore," because they don't say eventually cure. You know what I mean? And then Jason's mom and other people that I know in the same similar situation, under 10 people, the doctor says to them, "Well, you're basically, you seem like you're getting better," and they say, "Well, I've been eating a lot of cannabis oil, and I think that did it. I think that really helped." And the doctor will just look you right in the face and say, "Nah,
that wasn't it.
that's not it.
Yep.
It's more likely that it was a spontaneous remission."
Yep.
So now I'm just gonna unpack that and deconstruct that for just 1 second, because I think about this on the regular basis. Literally, I'm about to tell you, I think about it regularly, and it's this. So that medical doctor, rather than say, "Well, yeah, this plant medicine that's been called a drug, this plant medicine maybe this plant extract had some effect on you, because all the other drugs that I can prescribe for you have been synthesized from a plant extract." So instead of saying that, the doctor says, "Nah, it was a miracle. Spontaneous remission means there's no evidence of the cause. Doesn't mean uncaused, but they have no evidence, so they would think that there would be evidence if there was a mechanical process at work, like your cannabinoid system working, but that's what they think instead, that it was the equivalent of a medical miracle. Uncaused, unknown cause, just happened to happen spontaneously. Not, you didn't do it, because where's the science that says that you did it? But a spontaneous remission. Why can't they why don't you just say, "Well, where's the science that shows spontaneous remission?" And you know what? There is a tiny statistic where they don't know why someone got better. That doesn't mean nothing caused it, but they don't know. So they call that a spontaneous remission, as if their lack of knowledge, like as if the absence of evidence is evidence of absence, and it's not. So what kind of doctor will look you straight in the face after you're recovering from cancer and say, "Nah, it wasn't that plant medicine that there's overwhelming evidence anecdotally and scientifically in other countries that it helps for this. It was a miracle instead"? That just shows how deeply ingrained the brainwashing, cultural programming, whatever you want to call it, the stigma, how so ingrained and subconscious that is in some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my rant.
And I guess that would be the show.
So the way that we fight this is by donating to Sativa Cross at sativacross.org. But no,
on the shop page,
by supporting people who help people heal with cannabis, and that's the bottom line.
Yes,
because culture's not going to change. It's individuals that have to do the work in the background. Otherwise, it won't get done at all.
Absolutely.
And show up on the 25th, hot box for home grow.
Hot box for home grow.
That'll be fun. We're going to have a glamping tent. You want to go?
I heard about that.
Glamping tent on the State House lawn.
Oh no. I'm black. I ain't got no time to be there. They're gonna
Oh,
roast my ass
all
first.
right, so
Nope, not going. You talking about the police? I'm not going.
No police. We're safe. You ever see the police
They
there?
coming.
no, they're done. They stopped coming after they told Ed that he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm selling weed at the State House. I was standing right there.
Selling clones.
No, yeah, but no, before,
Oh,
dude,
that too. Oh,
dude,
that
no. I remember when he was like, I'm gonna sell weed at the State House,
know.
and I was like, and the lawyer in me, the weed lawyer in me, was like, ooh, if I learned from Ann and Allen, that's an Armstrong protest.
Yeah.
You're an Armstrong standard protest. Wait, you mean you're gonna tell them ahead of time, and then you're gonna break the drug laws? Ooh, if they let you get away with it, now they've created a class, and now you get away with it, and then anyone who's similarly situated can. So I went down. I was like, that's good activism, man. New Jersey, right? It's a couple of you, you and Ed, and
Love it.
and
It's the best.
and Pat.
Pat was just on the
Pat's-
podcast for an
I
hour.
mean, so it's funny. All right, so I'm gonna put it on the record. So I remember he probably didn't even see it, so I don't have to be embarrassed for it. But like, I remember there was some conversation on internet, on Facebook, and something or other. Well, anyway, so I said something like, this and that, trust me, this is true. I might be the most knowledgeable person in New Jersey about the religious cannabis exemptions. And then like a little time went by in my head, and I went back to that because I thought about it. I was like, no. Patrick Duff lives in New Jersey. I got to go back and fix that. So then I was like, no, I'm one of the, because yeah, he's definitely several leagues of OG bigger than me in that regard. So anyway, so the Sacramento cannabis. So that's when I went down to see Ed do that. It was wild because I was, like I said, the Armstrong standard protest. You create this illegal thing that happens if you check these boxes. So he's standing there, and that cop, the state trooper, so he's standing there in his prison uniform. He's got, we all walked from his place to
oh man,
Vice was filming him, and yeah, he's like standing there smoking a joint, trying to get a joint lit behind the big State House sign, and the cops come out. He goes like I think he goes in and tells them that he's whatever. Anyway, the cops come out and they're like, "Yeah, you're with the podcast, you're with the protest." He's like, "No, I'm not part of that." He's like, "Well, what are you doing?" And he says, I'm selling weed. I'm selling marijuana at the State House." He's trying to like light a joint this whole time while he's talking to the cop. And the cop has like Nazi hat, like all the way down, you know what I mean? Like all the way down. He, jack boots all the way tight. And he says, just looks at him, looks at us, and he's like, yeah, just go down there. So it's like after Ed was just like, yeah, I'm here to sell weed, and right here on the steps of the State House. And the state police were like, whatever, man. Just go over. Yeah, just go over. Just go over there.
Just go over there.
I think that was the end of the police presence, really, at the State House for weed stuff. Like once he did that, and then when you had a gifting and vending thing, and then the cop he wasn't undercover. He just wanted the sergeant or whatever, just walking around, looked and just came over and just looked and saw the tables, and everyone's like, yeah, everyone's like, what are you doing? And they're like, yeah, we're gifting. And the cop's just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? And then someone took a selfie with him, and then he walked away, and that was that. So I'm pretty sure we're over that hump. The next hump is possession for live plants, which is home grow, which is why we have to have, the hot box for home grow and everything else that is going to have to happen until the state gives home grow. Whatever the strategy is, make it work.
there might be a wheelchair protest at Scutari's house, from what I understand.
Walk, don't run to this protest. It's a wheelchair joke in bad taste. I'm sorry.
It's going to be, this is what he's wrote upon himself, but he's going to, the police will be called ahead of time to know that this is going to happen.
No, what you're supposed to do is you call the police ahead of time and ask them to come protect you, make sure that they're there for your safety.
Yeah. too.
because you might be in a wheelchair, and if there's not proper sidewalk, access, then the town must be liable, right? Town must be liable if you get injured. So you don't want anything to happen. I mean, I don't want don't lean into that too hard, but like
That's
ask for their help. They're there for you. You want to make sure that or whatever you do, don't swat him. Just whatever you do, do not do that.
SWAT who? Oh, his house.
Oh
Hell no.
no,
Don't do that.
no, that'd be terrible.
Did you see they did that to me? Someone. Anyway, never mind. I smoked a bunch of weed and hash for you guys, so I'm like, I'm gonna keep talking, but I gotta go home. An hour and a half to get home.
Thank you, brother.
Whew.
Well, hour and 15.
Whew. Still enough.
Yeah, I gotta stop for gas.
Oh boy. Sounds like fun.
Yeah,
Or not.
but anyway, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. Closing the podcast.
We're closing the podcast. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning,